I-77 here in Northeast Ohio. What a beautiful setting. Fawcett Stadium, tradition rich in the city of Canton. We're about set to decide the Division VI championship. Before we do that, let's check in with a third member of the telecast team. Time for Farmers Insurance sideline chat as we say good morning to Katie Witham. Hi, Katie. How are you?
Good morning, guys. And you know what? It just would not be high school football state championship weekend without a MAC football team here. And it's pretty interesting when you look at the history since 1994. There's only been 1 year when this conference was not represented, so it seems fitting that Marion Local is here this year. And ironic enough, you look at the road that they had to go through to get here last week, a big game with their conference rival and defending state champion Delphos St. John, a big win over them to get here. And then when you look at the other side of things, with Buckeye Central coming into this game, they are no stranger to this conference. The only other time that they were here playing in the state title game was back in 1995 when they lost a very tight game to St. John. Now, the one thing we know, MAC football teams, they're tough, they're competitive, so we are definitely in for a good one today, guys.
Yes, we are. Midwest Athletic Conference. Katie's laid it out beautifully for us. We'll hear from her during the course of the telecast. Greg Fry, partner, got to put you to work. Marathon keys to the game. What do you say we start with Marion Local?
Well, for the Flyers, a camping trip. Jake Heitkamp's got to run the football. 28 touchdowns coming in. Get him in the end zone. Experience. They've been here. They've done that. They know how to win state championships. That's got to be an advantage for them today. And for the Bucks, Tyler time. Tyler Irwin, 36 touchdowns. What can you say? He's a great athlete, D6 Player of the Year. And run, Michael, run. Michael Atkins, oh, by the way, 1,700 yards, 22 touchdowns. They are balanced offensively.
All right, let's take a look at our today's team colors. They're brought to you by East Bay, the athletic sports source. The Bucks, Buckeye Central in their scarlet and gray, and of course the Flyers of Marion Local looking for the 5th championship, dominated in their blue and gold. You ready? Let's go. Let's get this thing started. The Division VI state championship battle. Opening kickoff brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Marion Local to get their hands on the football. Lee Perrin, J.C. Gettlemoller, and Jake Heitkamp. Settle back and enjoy, everybody. Game on at Canton Fawcett Stadium for that Division VI championship. That kickoff return handled by Jake Heitkamp, as Heitkamp for Marion Local will bang his way out over the 35-yard line. So let us introduce you to this sophomore. Oh, how cool he's been under fire. That's Adam Bertke. Bertke hitting 58% of his throws. 180-pounder, as you see. 21 touchdowns, 8 picks. Doesn't run the football a lot. Has picked up 4 touchdowns on the ground. Excellent passing game for this lanky sophomore from Marion Local. I run that toss sweep. Jake Heitkamp with a flag down. Heitkamp got rolled at the 42-yard line, but this one is coming back. You're going to get a block in the back on Marion Local.
They try to run that toss sweep to the short side. The receiver blocked down.
The block in the back. Off.
Supposed to be a crackback, and it was a block in the back. Bobby screen right there. You see number 17, Dylan Toby. Yeah, you can't do that from the backside. Good job defensively to cut that off by the Bucks.
That's going to cost Marion a local 10. Quarterback Adam Bertke looking at a 1st and 20. They'll run out of the eye. And Jake Heitkamp, that tailback. Bertke's going to put it up. They'll gun that throw. Outstanding grab by Lee Perrin. His 47th reception of the year. 10 TDs, leading receiver on this football team. Bertke delivered that beautifully on time.
You know you're allowed to catch with both hands. I mean, we'll talk about a great catch. Throwing the deep outcut. Perrin, watch him bring this in with one hand. Look at that. Talk about a cool customer. I'm impressed.
You like receivers.
Yeah, I like that.
They'll make those kind of grabs. That's 25 yards, Greg, on that hook up from Adam Bertke to Lee Perrin. As you mentioned, Perrin averaging 16 yards of reception on the year. This is Jake Heitkamp. Heitkamp will run with power inside that 40-yard line. Give Heitkamp 8 on 1st down. First team All-Ohio, 5'7", 180, runs low to the ground. He hides behind those O-linemen occasionally.
Well, when you've got a tailback that's doing what he's doing, you got a solid offensive line, you got a good fullback in front of him making blocks as well, and Logan Albers. But he's running downhill. That's nice when you can pick up 8 yards on first down.
We'll take a look at our Farmers Insurance starting lineups. Marion Local's offense brought to you by Rep. Alan Davis from Wapakoneta. Heitkamp got the carry, and Jake Heitkamp got knifed down. After that short game, give Heitkamp just one. Going to work out a 3rd and 1 on the opening drive of the football game.
That was Bryce Christie coming in there from his linebacker position, blowing it up.
You see that line to make at the 37-yard line. Power formation out of the eye. Heitkamp got that first down. Only needed one. Wedged out a couple off that right side. Jake Heitkamp, young man with over 1,700 yards on the ground this year. And Greg, as you mentioned in the open of the show, averaging almost 6 yards a carry of the football.
Yeah, 6 yards a carry against that schedule is quite impressive.
Yeah, that schedule. How about the state semifinal win over Delphus St. John's? How that Midwest Athletic Conference. Over by the city of Lima. Bertke on the roll. He's on time. Playing pitch and catch with Dylan Thobe. Thobe with his 48th grab of the year, the first today. That's 14 yards. Bertke, great, squaring the shoulders. The right-handed quarterback on the roll to the left.
Well, I like that. Just, two receiver route. Throws the underneath route to Thobe. Good read, good catch. And Thobe does a nice job of breaking some tackles and getting the extra yak yards there. Nice first down.
There's a good look at Dylan Thobe, the 160-pound senior. And a most impressive offense of the 4-time state champions. Play action. Bertke guns that in route. It is caught again by Dylan Thobe. A lot of cushion being provided by that secondary of Buckeye Central. That's 14 more yards. You talk about delivering darts. Adam Bertke's doing that, Greg Fry.
Let me tell you what, this is awesome execution by everybody. Pass protection, excellent play fake. The ball's on the money. It's thrown on time. Thobe makes a nice catch. That is well executed across the board.
Toss sweep, Heitkamp. Got to the edge. Heitkamp to that corner. Touchdown. Marion Local, Jake Heitkamp from 9 yards out.
They went with a quick snap. They caught that Bucks defense. Not quite ready to go. Got to the line of scrimmage quick, and look at everybody out there running and blocking. Bertke was out there too. And Heitkamp finds the end zone. Near perfect first drive for the Flyers.
That was flawless, wasn't it, Greg?
Run and pass.
Yeah, 29th time that Jake Heitkamp has found the end zone in the ground game. All right, this is Lee Perrin to add that PAT. And he snuck it inside that right upright. A most effective first drive of the football game. Jake Heitkamp. Look at the blocking he got. Got to the edge, into the end zone. Marion Local with a 7-0 lead.
How do I celebrate the holidays? Oh, I come to the mall, talk about Ford, explore the Explorer.
Yes.
EcoBoost technology. Do you know what it is?
No.
Then why is it important?
It said eco. I figured I'd jump on the bandwagon.
Power of a 6-cylinder with the fuel economy of a 4-cylinder.
That's really rad.
Say rad.
I did say rad.
There's an airbag in the safety belt.
Whoa.
Right.
Are you sure you're not a salesman?
Lease a 2012 Explorer for $359 a month. Just $359 during the year-end celebration.
Year-end celebration!
The OHSAA Football Championships continue today on STO. At 3, Norwin takes on Kenton, followed by the OHSAA Football pregame show at 6:30. Then it's St. Ignatius versus Pickerington Central at 7. All games are live and in HD today on STO. Postgame Live, presented by Subway, where winners eat. Tune in for exclusive live press conferences and player interviews, while host Michael Rayguy takes your calls and emails. Postgame Live, Sunday after the Browns game with the Baltimore Ravens on STO.
Back at Fawcett Stadium on this beautiful first Saturday in December, Jake Heitkamp, all Ohioan, into the end zone from 9 yards out. Let's take a look at our Ford drive of the game, brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. How sharp was Adam Bertke, Greg Fromm?
He didn't miss. A couple of nice throws, got both his receivers involved. Throw with a couple nice catches, and they run that downhill toss sweep. And Heitkamp puts him in the end zone. That was a flawless opening drive. That is how you want to start a state final.
Well, we were discussing during our pregame show with the guys in the Hyundai Studio, Sports Time Ohio Studios in downtown Cleveland. Of course, I know you're enjoying Andre Knott and Ryan Cavanaugh and Bill Powers about the ability of the sophomore quarterback Adam Bertke to play on this big stage after what he did in the state semifinals. All right, that kickoff now from Marion Local is handled by Adam Painter. Painter, one of those many two-way performers for this Buckeye Central football team. Painter will now turn things over to Tyler Irwin. Here's Irwin, the senior, 6'4". Said he passes the eye test. Had a big year throwing the football. Greg Fry with those 36 touchdown throws.
Well, no time to be nervous either. If you're down 7-0, first crack at it, you got to put points on the board.
Now his first carry of the football game goes to Michael Atkins. Atkins, a hard-running tailback. 326 carries on the year, so you know he gets after it and shares that load. All right, let's take a look once again at our Farmers Insurance starting lineups. Buckeye Central's offense being brought to you by Angela Hall from Ontario. You see it at the top of your screen. Michael Atkins, a running back, along with Chad Trapp, a 165-pound junior. This is a senior-dominated football team, though. All 5 offensive linemen are seniors. Tyler Irwin on the roll with pressure, and that throw is caught by Michael Atkins. Atkins got 12. That's a first down. Roll left for Tyler Irwin and delivered that strike.
Hey, let me tell you something. That was exceptional. A little play action counter boot going left. Waits for the window, and that ball's on the money. Nice catch as well by Atkins with his hands. But first throw of the game, this is not an easy one. It was pretty well defended by the Flyers. That's a confidence builder.
Yes, it is. We'll take a look at this Marion Local defense too. After their sterling playoff run, that inside trap is stood up by the front 4 of that Marion Local D. They play a 3-4, but some of those outside linebackers do get nosy a little bit. Robbie Fleck, number 64, that nose tackle, and see alongside Fleck as well, Kyle Mesher, and linebacker that wears number 56. Very active defense, love to run to the football. Couple of backs for Tyler Irwin on a 2nd and 9. Play action. Pressure coming from the backside. That football is out. It is picked up by Marion Local's Alaric Keller. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Flyers from 39 yards out after a J.C. Godemoller big hit from the blitz on the corner.
We talked about that aggressive defense, a little play action. Here comes the pressure in the backside. Godemoller strips the football, and Keller on the spot. Defensive touchdown.
Outside linebacker, 215-pound junior Alaric Keller. The hit, though, the separation from the corner, J.C. Godemoller. And just like that, Marion Local backs up their offensive touchdown with one from that defensive 11. Now adding that PAT for Marion Local. Lee Perrin, and just like that, big defensive play, puts 7 on the board. J.C. Godemoller, football comes free. Alaric Keller, 39 yards to the end zone, 14-zip, Marion Local.
How do I celebrate the holidays? Oh, I come to the mall, talk about Ford. Have you actually been in an F-150 before? Ranked highest in initial quality.
Where can I get one of these? These are nice.
EcoBoost engine in the F-150.
The power of a V8 with the fuel efficiency of a V6.
I really want to drive this thing, man. I'm impressed.
I take it right up here, hit the food court.
Lease an F-150 Super Cab for $259 a month. Just $259 during the year-end celebration.
It's a year-end celebration. I would go to the Ford dealership, honestly.
Hey! That's my steak.
It's an epic amount of steak. Triple the juicy, triple the tender, triple the all-new steak. The new Triple Steak Stack, now at Taco Bell.
Goat Bowler.
Defensive 11. Wow. Stout that puts points on the board. Larrick Keller on that 39-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Greg, we take a look at it again as it's time for the Sports Eye Safety Replay, brought to you by the Ohio Ophthalmological Society. Play hard, don't blink. J.C. Goldmoller playing hard off that corner, huh?
Coming off the edge, Irwin never saw it coming. Strips the football, and boy, anytime you get a defensive touchdown in any football game, your chances of winning increase dramatically. And boy, the Flyers couldn't start any more perfectly today. Offensive touchdown and a defensive touchdown.
Greg, if you're the Bucks of Buckeye Central, let's be honest now, in 4 minutes and 9 seconds, you've been hit with a big sledgehammer twice.
Yeah.
How do you regroup?
Got to settle down and get into your offense. I think you got to get some first downs, get your playmakers making some plays. They've been down before.
Let's see if a kickoff return can help them too. This is Justin Hernstein. Hernstein over that 20-yard line on that Buckeye Central kickoff return, and that's where this Buckeye Central offense will start. A 12-2 football team. They have been huge in the opening quarter. They've put up 144 first quarter points, Greg, under the direction of the trigger man, Tyler Irwin. So what, we're talking 14 football games, go about 10 points in opening quarter. They'd like to find some of that right now.
Well, they would. And you got to remember, you got to think big picture here. A lot of time left first quarter still. So they're going to have plenty of opportunities.
They'll go 4 wide. Will Tyler Irwin and run that quick trap. That's Michael Atkins. Look at him run with strength over the 35-yard line. Atkins was taken to the ground by Lee Perrin, who wears number 9. That's senior corner. 14 yards on the trap.
Yeah, nice job blocking up front. Atkins breaking a couple tackles, getting into the secondary. You know, we haven't really seen a lot of the receivers yet as well from the Bucks. We know they've got some good ones in Hernstein and Painter. Got to get those guys involved as well.
Sure, Thomas Capel along with the two Greg mentions. Right. Justin Hernstein, Adam Painter. Capel, the wide receiver. That quick out is gunned and off the hands of Thomas Capel, the young man I just mentioned. Capel with 20 catches and 3 touchdowns on the year, going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you know, I watched Irwin warm up, and you can see their offensive production this year. They've been extremely balanced. You look at the rush yards and the pass yards, 34 points a game. Irwin is impressive to me. I really like what I saw from his feet and the way he delivers in rhythm. He's got to get his confidence going. You know, this is, hey, first time to state final. Everybody's got to settle down a little bit, get into your game.
Well, they were runner-up in 1995, 16 football seasons ago. And again, a veteran offensive line. Irwin off play action. Pressure coming, and Irwin will throw that football away as Jack Holman, who wears number 44, there's Holman, with 10 sacks on the year, had the initial heat on Tyler Irwin, had some help from Kellen Goldmoller, J.C. Goldmoller's brother.
Well, anytime you run that little counter action to the short side, your quarterback doesn't have a lot of room to really sprint out, ran out of real estate, and did the best thing he could do and throw it away because it was well defended.
Now the senior quarterback, Tyler Irwin. Looking now at the 3rd down and 10. That line to make is at the 46-yard line. Look out. Pressure coming. sack time for Marion Local Jack Holman. His 11th sack of the year. Speed rush Greg Fry at 200 pounds off that left edge.
Well, they brought it off the short side. They had a trip look to the wide side. Here's the blitz from the backside. Tyler Irwin's got to keep sprinting because there's no help back there. He pulled up and he ran right into the blitz.
And now that will get to Dustin Snyder, who wears number 23 for Buckeye Central after that Jack Holman sack. Snyder's got to kick the football away. He averages 33 yards per kick. Didn't get much of it. That line drive is going to angle away from Lee Perrin. Pretty good roll on the tail end of it. And will find its way out of bounds at the 29-yard line. We'll make it the 30-yard line. 43-yard punt with that nice roll for Dustin Snyder. All right, let's take a look at these two state finalists at Division VI. Both of them at 12-2. Marion Local with the tradition in the program of winning. And Greg, though, the playoff appearances, of course, doubled up. How do you look at two football teams that come in, one with the experience and another really that hasn't been to this level, as we said, Buckeye Central since 1995?
Well, I think if you're Marion Local, you take that experience as a positive and use it to your advantage. Gonna throw it.
Run the reverse off that double pass, but that throw was left short. They had Adam Bertke.
They're gonna say he caught it.
Coming off the edge. They're gonna give Dylan Thobe a catch on that.
They're gonna say he caught it.
Well, when it's going right for you.
And Bertke, if Bertke makes a good throw there, that's a touchdown. They had him open. Well, I'll tell you what, he might have caught that. Boy, great concentration by Thobe there. Picked it right off the ground. He might have had it.
As you look at that from behind, terrific job by our Sports Time Ohio camera crew here at Fawcett Stadium. So Dylan Thobe making an impressive catch off the shoe tops. Play action, Adam Bertke.
Wheel route.
Going to run that deep wheel route, and it is dropped by Lee Perrin. Oh, he had Perrin. You called it, partner. He had Perrin on that wheel up that right sideline, and an impressive throw from one hash mark to the opposite side from Adam Bertke.
Wheel route all the way. The curl's there. They're going for the home run here. Tim Goodwin is going for the knockout punch early. They've got the momentum. He feels it. I'm not sure if Painter got a finger on that or not, but Perrin knows he had a chance.
14-0 Marion Local with a couple of touchdowns. Now run that draw. Outstanding stick. How do you like that stick from our man Bryce Collins, a 285-pound senior? Greg, he's so disruptive. We featured him in our pregame show this morning. 10 sacks and 22 tackles for loss. That's a big pop there.
I think he's saying to us, you guys have been talking about me. I need to make something happen. Coming downhill. Boom! Oh, I love that. Heitkamp, he got hit.
He's lathered up now.
Yes.
Got him in the football game.
Now he's settling in.
All right, this is 3rd and 11. Got a flag. Probably a legal procedure, and Adam Bertke is going to find his way back to the 50-yard line for a loss of a couple. Sean Kissel, a 300-pound senior that there's Kissel, plays next to Bryce Collins, but you're going to get motion on Marion Local.
We have an illegal shift. The offense is going to be declined. Be 4th down.
Hey, that was David Nash, and how about the illustrious career of the referee, the man with the white hat, has heading this crew. There's Dave Nash. 40 years as a high school football referee. He's worked 12 state finals. David Nash, job well done.
That's great.
4 decades of service to the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Mitch Kramer to line drive that punt. Now look at the special team work on the punt cover unit. As trying to get to that edge was Justin Hernstein, and the 175-pound senior got taken to the ground at the 10-yard line. All Marion Local here in the first 7 minutes and some change as the Flyers they're flying around, as depicting of their nickname with his 2 touchdown lead.
And if you're the Bucks, you got to weather the storm. You got to get through this first quarter, and at some point get some points on the board. 14-7, you get into the rhythm of the game a little bit.
There's Jason Ratliff in his 4th year at the helm. Now Buckeye Central is going to go to the ground game, and that's how they grind with this tailback, number 44, Michael Adkins. Atkins got stopped after a gain of just a couple, but no, Jason Ratliff told us he's not a home run hitter. No, he doesn't have breakaway speed, but we're going to pound them, and that's what they try to. They try to grind down an opposing defense.
Well, if you can run the football effectively with a running back like that, it opens up the rest of your offense with the passing game, the play action passing game.
Atkins got 3. They're going that power type formation. That was batted down at the line of scrimmage as Tyler Irwin had that throw knocked to the ground. Alaric Keller. We have seen Keller already a 39-yard fumble return for a TD. Hands up here, Greg.
Oh, wow. He's having a big first quarter, is Keller. But that defense for the Flyers is playing aggressively in this first quarter. They may have come out ready to play.
There's Keller with his numbers on the year. This football team, and again, no, offensively, we showed you their balance, but on the defensive side, they've got some playmakers, as we've seen. Irwin on that roll lost his footing inside the 5, and once again a 3-and-out for this very, very stingy defense of Marion Local as Irwin lost his footing and went to the ground.
Well, Marion Local has pretty much said that Tyler Irwin, you're not going to get the edge. They're trying to sprint. You can see that they're not giving him the ability to get on the edge. Good job there by Keller and Holman. Irwin's got to pull up, and the backside pressure's there waiting for him. That's good film study for the Flyers.
Well, let's see if Dustin Snyder can hit this well. He's standing right below that crossbar at the back of the end zone. Didn't hit it the way he wanted, as it will angle off the side of his foot and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So playing on a short field will be this offensive football team of Marion Local. All right, I want to remind you that you have an opportunity to check out all 6 division finals. The Time Warner On Demand. So you watch this football game again. Look for this one, the other 5. Time Warner Cable Local On Demand. That's channel 411. Pause, fast forward, rewind. That's what Fry and I do.
We break it down.
Because we're X&O junkies. Even you can do instant replays. Local On Demand free with Time Warner Cable. This is Jake Heitkamp on the carry for Marion Local, the All-Ohioan, the 180-pound senior who's racked up over 1,700 yards on the ground already with a touchdown today.
A little counter tray. Good job blocking up front. Good block by Nate Wendell, number 55, to set him free. Little kick out up on the linebacker. Good block on Atkins, took him out of the play.
I love the way that you call out that offensive line and give them some love, partner.
Gotta give those guys some love. They're doing a great job.
That's a very versatile offensive front. Adam Bertke on that deep drop. Triggers that throw, and he's got Lee Perrin. Perrin with another grab. Greg, right now it's pitch and catch for this sophomore quarterback, Adam Bertke.
Well, the difference in this game right now is Bertke has time to throw. Offensive line and his running back did a great job pass protecting. Watch these guys step up, pick up the blitz. He's got all day to throw. It's like 7-on-7 for him. And Perrin's wide open. And on the flip side, Tyler Irwin's pretty pressured from the minute we started.
5 of 6 for 92 yards for Adam Bertke. Fire the in route. He had Lee Perrin angling toward that goal line. Nice coverage there out of that Buckeye Central. Adam Painter in the coverage on Perrin.
Well, I give some credit here to Tim Goodwin because he's sensing, early in this game they've got a chance to really take this thing and get up by multiple scores, and he knows the importance and the urgency of this first quarter. Take advantage of that.
Greg, as we talked to him this week, it seemed like that state semifinal win, as you look at the numbers for sophomore, and again, sophomore quarterback Adam Bertke, they gained a great momentum from that win over Adelphia St. John. Jake Heitkamp got dragged down as making that stick again. Bryce Collins so stout, and he'd done that all year long, a 285-pound senior on that Buckeye Central front.
Reminds me a little bit of John Simon on the Ohio State Buckeyes defensive line.
I like that analogy. Yeah.
But Bryce Collins has been the only bright spot so far for the Bucks, but he's making some plays.
Collins, and that's what he does. So many hits behind the line of scrimmage. 22 tackles for loss. There's another one, already 2 today. 3rd down and 11. The line to make is at the 2-yard line. Bertke had that batted down. Batted down as he tried to again throw that quick slant. I think that might have been middle linebacker Michael Adkins, who of course, like so many of his teammates, go both ways. It's going to bring up a now 4th and 11.
You can see Atkins coming through in the blitz. You know who that was?
It was Collins, wasn't it?
Collins.
Yeah.
Knocking it down, and he might have stopped the touchdown. They're trying to throw the post, and it may have been there. How about this? 4th and 11, they're going.
But again, the line to make, Marion Local can move the sticks, start at the 2-yard line. Out of the spread for Bertke. Bertke on the outcut. That throw is caught. And down inside that 2. Kellen Getmoller into the end zone. Touchdown, Marion Local. 13-yard touchdown hookup. Adam Bertke to Kellen Getmoller. His 3rd touchdown reception of the year.
Remember, this is 4th down. And I like the patience here. You take the underneath route, but how about Getmoller not only getting the 1st down, but finding the end zone. Turns it upfield. He knows where the chains are. And a good job laying off by Perrin.
Got to that pylon. And extended that football on that pylon in the right corner. Lee Perrin to look to add his 3rd PAT of the opening quarter. He will do that as Kellen Getmoller joins Jake Heitminer and Alaric Keller as the 1st quarter touchdown makers for Marion Local. In 10.5 minutes, they have just continued to, as we mentioned, it's kind of like a big heavyweight in a boxing match, Greg. They're coming out and just laying sledgehammer blows on Buckeye Central.
Watch Perrin right here. Good job kind of boxing out. Let's see if he stepped out. It's close. But, you know, either way, he's going to have the 1st down. But look at him reach for the pylon. That's just an excellent effort. Important thing for Marion Local, he would have had the 1st down no matter what. Reaches through, gets the pylon. Great second effort.
All right, let's take a look at our Ford scoring drive right now. 6 plays at 35 yards. And Greg Fry, let's remember that Tim Keller said we're going to go for it on 4th down and 11. Ford drive of the game brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers.
I'm a fan of coaches that are decisive and say, this is what we are going to do. And right now the Flyers are following Goodwin's lead.
Justin Hernstein on that kickoff return for Buckeye Central. Hernstein, not a bad job as he got to that 29-yard line with 1:23 seconds left in this opening quarter, and it has been all Marion Local's Flyers, tradition-rich program, southwest of the city of Lima, pretty close to the Indiana border, western side of the Buckeye State. Let's look at the Buckeye Central trail. Huge after blowouts. They got by Western Reserve by 1, Greg, in the semis.
Went down to the wire, but they hung on to win.
A toss sweep on this first play of this possession. And after a couple,
Michael, use your hand.
that tailback of Buckeye Central, Adam Painter running out of the backfield this time, and he'll do that a little bit, Greg. He's more a wide receiver, but he's ran the football 20 times this year with a long of 49 yards and a couple of TDs.
But it's all about getting touches. You got to get your playmakers touching the football, and Coach Ratliff is well aware of that.
Running with a couple of backs, Painter and Michael Atkins on 2nd and 5. Second straight carry, Adam Painter. He's come free to that second level and beyond. Tough running out near the midfield stripe. How about 14 yards for Adam Painter? And Greg, he delivered a blow on DBs of Marion Local.
He did. I love the end of this play. Watch what he has at the end of this play. Keeps his balance. He's going to go down hard. And he 4 guys hit him. He stands right up, flips the ball to the referee. Let's do it again.
Well, back-to-back carries on this, their third possession of the football game for Adam Painter. He's a 170-pound senior. Irwin to put it up. Fires that throw that's hauled in by Thomas Capel. Capel, the wideout, 160-pound senior, making his 21st reception of the year.
And Michael, I think it's important. I like what they did. They kept Irwin in the pocket. They've struggled getting him outside. I think they're better off right now keeping him in the pocket.
That's the final play, Greg Fry, of the opening quarter as Tyler Irwin hooks up with Thomas Capel. You like the atmosphere, huh? You don't find this excitement, enthusiasm anywhere but the state of Ohio at high school state championship football time. 21-0. Marion Local on top.
100 logs are loading, 12 drums are drumming, 16 pipes are piping, Sirius XM playing, 21 mpg, as estimated by the EPA.
The GMC Sierra, the truck that keeps on giving. Now during the GMC holiday event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Sierra, plus 1 year of Sirius XM satellite radio, including every NFL game.
See your Northern Ohio GMC dealer.
January 15th, 2012, on Progressive Field's Frozen Diamond, two of the biggest college sports rivals to ever exist will come together again. Ohio State versus Michigan in the Frozen Diamond Face-Off. Tickets are on sale now. Visit Indians.com/snowdays.
STO remembers 1969. The Browns, Colts, and the Steelers moved from the NFC to the AFC. Euclid Beach Park closed its doors forever. The Buckeyes beat USC in the Rose Bowl to win the 1968 National Championship. Walmart Incorporated and gas was 35 cents. The Music Carnival in Warrensville Heights hosted Led Zeppelin. After the concert, the band gathered to watch the first man walk on the moon, Ohio's own Neil Armstrong. Remember when? 1969.
21-0. How does Buckeye Central respond? Well, they're on the move right now. All right, before we start the second quarter, let's take it downstairs. Katie Witham with our Farmers Insurance look at the activity down there. What's going on, Katie?
Well, guys, I'm over here on the Buckeye Central sideline, and for Tyler Irwin, the Division VI All-Ohio player, Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's having a spectacular game, and when you think about it, football really runs in his blood. He's the youngest brother of three. Both of his older brothers were quarterbacks here for the Bucks since 2005. Really, they've had an Irwin under center, but the brothers were talking about Tyler, and they said that by far he is the best passer out of all three of them. And guys, we're seeing that's where they're having a lot of their success so far in this game.
Where they're getting into a rhythm finally, Katie, on this drive, and he's had some success. And as we talked about going to the break, I think it's important now, Michael, keep him in the pocket. They're struggling getting on the edge. They've got to give him time to throw so he can get into his rhythm.
First and 10 marker brought to you by STOHD.com, your web source for Ohio sports. And that second down call. And that ground game. On Buckeye Central. Oh, you see the hitting coming from Robbie Fleck, the 200-pound senior nose tackle. We got to get down there in the pit.
Boy, that Marion Local defense is playing with some intensity, aggressiveness, getting off of blocks, making it very difficult for that Bucks offense.
Now let's see what Tyler Irwin, this outstanding senior quarterback, has. Third down and about 6. Line to make it a 42. He'll trigger the out, and it's incomplete. Incomplete off the hands of Justin Hernstein, the leading receiver on this football team, the 175-pound senior.
Got to catch that ball. Not an easy catch, but the ball was there, hit him in the hands, and you know, that's a chain mover, which you need really bad right now. Cannot afford to give it back.
But that's what Buckeye Central is going to have to do. And unless there's a gadget in mind here, going to have to kick the football away. Dustin Snyder on that run up with that line drive shot that'll angle by Lee Perrin. Oh! Did that get out of it? That just got inside the pylon and into the end zone. That touchback will bring the football to the 20-yard line, but Dustin Snyder He wanted to sight that 1-yard line up by that far pylon. It just snuck inside the corner of it.
That was a pretty good effort, but that's kind of the tale of what's happening so far with the Bucks. Things are not going their way. Marion Local gets on the board first. Heitkamp, opening drive of the game, 7-0. Then you get the defensive touchdown. Keller picks up the fumble, 14-0. And then Goatmoller, Kellen Goatmoller sticks it in on a 4th down play, 21-0 Flyers.
Well, let's take a look again at Adam Bertke, that sophomore quarterback, and he'll run that tailback-oriented power play off the right side to Jake Heitkamp. Heitkamp got a couple on that 1st down carry. Well, Greg, we were talking about Katie Witham, mentioned the Midwest Athletic Conference, and 8 state champions from the Midwest Athletic beginning in 2001. Talking about St. Henry and Delphia St. John's and this Marion Local squad that's won 4. What a tremendous conference over on the west side of the Buckeye State.
Well, they've had multiple years of winning, bringing 2 trophies home. And, you know, I thought about this after yesterday. Coldwater goes down yesterday. So I kind of felt like Marion Local was thinking about, you know what, we got to bring the trophy back here because we're used to this. And you can see what this conference has done. 8 state champions since 2001, 16 since '88. St. Henry, St. John's, Marion Local's got 4.
Minster,
one,
terrific program.
Got 1. But after Coldwater lost yesterday, I just wanted they come out with a little bit more intensity today to get it done.
All right, 3rd and 3. A sophomore quarterback, Adam Bertke, still alive. He's got a 1st down over the 40-yard line. How about the presence of mind of Adam Bertke on a 3rd down and 4, picking up 14 yards to move those chains. Marion Local 1st down.
It's a well-coached young man. He sees he can run downhill. You see the lead blockers, and it's a pass-run option. If the pass is not there, if you think you can get the 1st down with your feet, you run. And he commits to it right here. And not only that, he breaks some tackles. Very good job of managing the game, knowing where the chains are, and making a sound decision for your offense.
Greg Fry, this is an impressive young man. We have seen Scott Eilerman yesterday with Kirtland's Hornets, some impressive young underclassmen at quarterback. Now this is the toss sweep to Jake Heitkamp. Heitkamp outside the numbers. It'll battle his way for 5 to the 46-yard line before he got planted. Heitkamp's not that big now. 5'7", about $175, but he runs tough.
He runs tough. Good job blocking out front. But did you see Bryce Collins out there making the play?
Oh, yeah.
My man, 6'1", 285, out there on the perimeter making a tackle.
He can run then, right?
Yeah, I think so.
285. There's Collins. Great look at the All-Ohioan. And it's 2nd and 5. Bertke on that roll. He wants to load it up deep. What an outstanding adjustment from Dylan Thobe, who just couldn't haul in the football, but he made that terrific adjustment with the ball in the air. It falls incomplete.
A deep pass that's thrown short with a good receiver coming back. Watch him come back to the football, cuts underneath the defense, almost makes the catch. Probably the first throw by Bertke that wasn't a good one. Just couldn't quite get his feet set enough. Boy, almost had that one. Good adjustment, though.
You quarterbacks love receivers that bail you out, don't you?
You got to have that with them. We're not all perfect, right?
Dylan Thobe came close to doing that. Toss sweep Heitkamp on 3rd down and 5. Look at Heitkamp get that push, that extra surge to battle his way to the 46-yard line. And that's 9 yards and a 1st down for Marion Local.
It looked like he was going to be bottled up short of the 1st down, but watch the 2nd effort. Breaking the tackles. He runs right through Adam Painter to pick up the 1st down. Solid, tough running.
Yeah, Adam Painter, one of the top linebackers in high school football, met Heitkamp about 3 yards in front of the sticks. That football's on the ground. That football is free. Bad exchange from Adam Bertke.
Boy.
Albers got on it, though, for Dylan. Was it Thobe that got on the football?
And this play just is an example of how this game has gone for the Bucks. They've got multiple chances to get on the football, and yet the Flyers are going to come up with it.
Wanted to run that quick trap. If the up man, Logan Albers, would have been his first touch of the football game.
Yep. Just messed up on the exchange.
Dylan Thobe got on it on 2nd and 4 again. Run that lead ISO play on the carry is Jake Heitkamp again, and he'll battle his way to the 40-yard line. Heitkamp hit by Sean Kissel, the 300-pound senior tackle.
Kissel stepping up, making a nice play right there.
Tim Goodwin's offensive football team. Goodwin, the head coach of his 13th season at Marion Local. And he has a most prolific offensive squad. Option football, speed option on that keep. For quarterback Adam Bertke. Bertke will move the sticks once again. Straight speed option, Greg Fry. A little bit of that in their package as well.
But you notice, though, Bertke knows where the chains are. Sees the seam, just picks it up using his feet. He's making a lot of good decisions right now, not playing like a sophomore. Playing like a veteran.
Did you like running option football? Did you adapt to it?
I adapted
quickly?
to it. I wasn't necessarily a fan of it, but a lot like what you just saw at Bertke. You just find your seam and pick up the yardage.
Off that inside play fake, Bertke again, still alive. They're going to power his way. Busted a tackle at the 22, and then finally gets taken to the ground by Michael Atkins, the middle linebacker. Bertke now starting to churn up yardage.
He is slippery. Makes a defensive end miss. Makes Jordan Wright miss. Breaks another tackle. Finally, Atkins brings him down, but shifty.
17 yards.
Irwin missed on there too.
Yeah. 17 yards and a first down. Red zone time at the 17. You see that line to make down at the 7. Bertke going to throw that fade to the corner. He's got Lee Perrin. Made the grab. Touchdown. Marion Local's Flyers.
Well, what a great call they caught the Bucks in man-to-man coverage. You got your best receiver, one of your best receivers to the wide side, 3 steps, let it fly. On the money. You can't draw it up any better.
The 11th touchdown reception of the year for Lee Perrin on that fade. So put that foot in the ground, Greg, and then angle toward that back pylon, and the sophomore Adam Bertke. An excellent touch on that as he floated it to the corner to Perrin. Lee Perrin has just added, and nope, he missed it. He pushed it wide right. So Perrin misses his first PAT of the afternoon. 6:15 left in quarter number 2, and Marion Local is in high octane mode. Adam Bertke, Lee Perrin. Flyers lead at 27-0.
This year I'm celebrating the holidays at the mall, talking about Ford, making new friends. That's how I roll. 1 minute you're in a mall.
Yep.
Next minute you're in the Fusion. Have you heard about the sync system? Everything you would want from your phone, your music.
Ford Fusion is the most dependable midsize car.
It's true. 33 miles a gallon?
That's amazing.
I'm afraid if I said anything else, it would just sound like bragging.
Get a Fusion with 0% financing for 60 months or lease for just $199 a month during the year-end celebration.
Year-end celebration!
She's very excited.
Wallace drops back. He's got Covington deep.
Now, with Time Warner Cable, ESPN goes anywhere you go. Never miss the best moments in sports again. ESPN, anytime, anywhere. Time Warner Cable 1, DirecTV 0. Call for our best internet package.
It's been a terrific first half for that young man. Sophomore quarterback, 15 years of age, Adam Bertke. Let's take a look at our Ford drive of the game, brought to you by Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. Greg Fry.
Well, this one, some big pickups by Bertke with his feet, running the football, running the option, moving the chains. Little play action, keeps it to the right-hand side. Big pickup to get him in the red zone, and then the touchdown, a fade to the wide side. Ball is on the money to Perrin.
has been a terrific. Now, how many times do you see quarterbacks line up and have to gun and run down the football field on kick cover squad?
I love a quarterback
how
that's
many
tough.
How many times did you do it during the course of your high
They wouldn't let me, but I would have done it.
Are you saying you wanted to?
I liked hitting people. They wouldn't let me, though.
My partner, Justin Hernstein, from the 7 on the return. Hernstein got stood up as he hit the 18-yard line, and Marion Local's kick cover squad says that's as far as you will go. 11-yard return for Justin Hernstein. All right, if you're Tyler Irwin, senior, who's been terrific during his career at Buckeye Central, Greg, you know you got to get something generated. You're down 4 possessions, 4 scores here in the first half. Is it difficult, though, not to start forcing things? You got to just run your offense, yes?
Well, I think that's where Jason Ratliff's got to get in his head a little bit and say, guys, come on now. Let's get to halftime. Let's focus on that one score right now. Let's score, chew up the rest of the clock in the first half. Let's get to halftime, 27-7, and let's regroup.
Adam Painter on that first out call on that quick trap.
I mean, they've had success. They just have not been able to get into a rhythm and it got past the 50 one time.
Let's have a good look at Jason Ratliff. Played his college football at Heidelberg, 27-15 on his career. Pitch and catch on that throw to Adam Painter. Look at Painter stay alive over the 35-yard line. Adam Painter, first down, move those chains, 14 yards. Nice move by Painter, staying alive after he hauled in the Irwin throw.
That's this nice pitch and catch. I love the second effort by Painter. You know, somebody's got to step up and make a play and get some energy into this offense. Good, well-thrown ball. Painter breaking tackles. Once again, you got to get Hernstein and Painter involved in the passing game, and Capel too.
Out of this tight jumbo formation with a pair of backs. This is Michael Atkins. Atkins on that quick hitter. Got 6 on first down following the blocks of that left guard, Jacob Zeiter, a 215-pound senior in the center, Chase Finney, the 205-pound senior.
Well, there was a collision there. Trevor Holman came up with safety position. There was a collision about 5 yards downfield. But the Bucks are having better success on first down, which is what they need in this offense. They do not want to be in second and long and third and long situations.
How natural is that for you to say, the Bucks? You've been saying that for a couple of decades, haven't you? Oh, Michael Atkins got stood up. There's the presence of Alaric Keller again. He's had a 39-yard fumble return for a touchdown here in the first half, and now on the smash there of Michael Atkins.
Just coming down hard from his defensive end position. He's knocked a pass down too. He's had a huge first half.
Alaric Keller, right now your defensive standout of the game. Switching sides on that 4-4 formation. Irwin fires that throw, and it is caught as he was able to hook up with Justin Hernstein, his leading receiver, and that'll move the sticks again. Rhythm, some flow, a little tempo now to the Buckeye Central offense.
Well, Hernstein got a catch, get a little confidence going. The last series he dropped that ball, but moved the chains with that short passing game. Okay, now you got it up near the 50-yard line, and you know, at some point here, you know he's got to play. Let's go up top. Let's see if we can make a play here, and that's good to call. First or second down, and take a shot.
Press coverage on the corners, as you see there, and that all 22. I'm going to run that quick trap again, though, and that carry comes from Michael Atkins, and Atkins got stood up before he got started. Give him 1, bring up 2nd and 9 as we'll hit the 3-minute mark and beyond on this next snap.
You can see the Flyers are committing to taking away Michael Atkins. They're not going to give him. He might get 3 and 4, but they're laying for him. That's where play action can come in handy. Play action to him, and you got one-on-one outside.
3 wide. Tyler Irwin on that double move. He's going to go up top for Hernstein, and Lee Perrin with an outstanding defensive play to bat that football away and incomplete.
Great play by Lee Perrin. Little hitch and go action. Got a pump fake, the hitch route, which they've thrown a couple times. Just a well-thrown ball. Boy, that's just that you cannot play it any better than Lee Perrin. Watch this left hand, knocks it away. Woo-hoo. Perrin making a play on both sides of the ball. Have the big first half as well.
Yeah, Greg, we mentioned a moment ago before that snap that Tim Goodwin has asked his corners, Lee Perrin and Alex Rosenbeck, they're playing press. And most of them, and they'll get up there and then that bump and run look out on the edges. And they do the same again on 3rd and 9. Irwin to throw. Set up that screen to Atkins. Needs a block. Michael Atkins did not get that block and dragged down. Atkins needed a little bit more real estate to spring himself free, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 as once again Marion Local has denied Buckeye Central.
They had the screen on and they had it set up, but good job of the defensive line by Marion Local, taking away the throwing lane by Irwin. Otherwise that would probably have been a 1st down. Good defensive recognition.
Dustin Snyder will have to kick it away on this 4th and 8. Snyder with that line drive that Lee Perrin will handle at the 20. Perrin, nice move out over the 35 to the 38-yard line. That's an 18-yard punt return for Lee Perrin. Marion Local with 1:46 left in this first half. Those who wear the blue and gold from the western side of the Buckeye State love it. Marion Local with this 27-0 lead.
The OHSAA football championships continue today on STO. At 3, Norwin takes on Kenton, followed by the OHSAA football pregame show at 6:30. Then it's St. Ignatius versus Pickerington Central at 7. All games are live and in HD today on STO. Your home for Mid-American Conference Athletics is STO. MAC basketball returns in January. Catch over 30 games, plus complete coverage of the MAC tournament in March. MAC basketball returns in January here on STO.
How do I celebrate the holidays? Oh, I come to the mall, talk about Ford, explore the Explorer.
Yes.
EcoBoost technology. Do you know what it is?
No.
Then why is it important?
It said eco. I figured I'd jump on the bandwagon.
Power of a 6-cylinder with the fuel economy of a 4-cylinder?
That's really rad.
Say rad.
I did say rad.
There's an airbag in the safety belt. Whoa. Right.
Are you sure you're not a salesman?
Lease a 2012 Explorer for $359 a month. Just $359 during the year-end celebration.
Year-end celebration!
Delighted you're with us at Fawcett Stadium here in the city of Canton by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Marion Local with this 27-0 lead on Buckeye Central alongside Katie Witham and Greg Fry. I'm Michael Regai, and I invite you to hang out with me after every Cleveland Browns football game. Browns Postgame Live, which is presented by Subway. As soon as the Browns end, like tomorrow against the Baltimore Ravens, you will hear exclusively, can't get it anywhere else in the state of Ohio, from head coach Pat Shermer, from quarterback Colt McCoy. All the Browns players that are impactful in the course of a football game. Get your calls and emails to live on Sports Time Ohio out of our Hyundai studio in downtown Cleveland. I'll see you tomorrow on Browns Postgame Live presented by Subway. Sophomore quarterback Adam Bertke off play action again and just delivering another strike to Dylan Thobe. Greg, I'm running out of superlatives for Adam Bertke.
Wait a minute, what happened to conservative football here? I mean, you minute 38, you're up 27-0. They're not satisfied. How about this? They're 2-minute-0. They want more.
8-12, 134 yards and 2 TDs. Make them 9-13 now. Was on that waggle left. He delivered another. Well, now they're saying incomplete. It looked like Bertke had hit another throw. He was waggling left, but that football got away from his intended receiver, Trevor Holman, the wide receiver and defensive back, the senior.
Well, that was a great throw on the run to his left, but it's coming back either way. One of the few mistakes by the Flyers in this first half.
Let's listen to Dave Nash. Dave Nash says, play on, everybody. kind of had an ineligible receiver downfield. So it costs Marion Local. Back to the 45-yard line. Make it 1st and 15 now with 1:27 left in the half. Look at the time for Bertke. He'll zip that in route, and it was off the hands of Lee Perrin.
Mike, I'm telling you, watching Bertke throw this football, that ball was in the air before Barron made his cut. Great read. He knows exactly. He's thrown the ball where it's supposed to go before Perrin cuts. And Perrin makes one of his few mistakes in the first half. Ball's on the money.
And we asked head coach Tim Goodwin about his sophomore quarterback and the cerebral part of the game, Greg. And he told me this week, that was a good question, because he said there's more tape room work now. There's more taking ownership and leadership of the offense. Middle screen set up for Bertke to Lee Perrin. Perrin inside the 35. They set that middle screen up beautifully. Wide receiver middle screen to Lee Perrin. That's 23 yards, 1st down, Marion Local.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders. Great play. You can see Bertke's going to draw that defensive line to him, dump it underneath, and look at the lead blocks. Looks like they've run this play a few times. That's about as well executed as you could do it.
Bertke again to put it up. Double move. He'll fire the out, and it is caught by Dylan Thobe, who made that grab. He made that double move and then broke it off, and Bertke, so he unloaded that before the second break.
That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that in high school football. Double move, deep comeback. I mean, come on, seriously? That's sick.
With the sophomore quarterback.
That was, I mean, I'm telling you, you see that at the NFL level. Wow.
Clock moving, inside a minute left. Bertke roll right, more pitch and catch. As he hooked up with Kellen Godemoller, his tight end. Godemoller making the grab, is on the move again, trying to put 7 more on the board with Marion Local. And Buckeye Central, I believe, is going to take a defensive timeout here. No, it was Marion Local that called the timeout. So they used their first, Greg Fry. 49 seconds left here in the opening half. This has been, there's no other way to say it, this has been an offensive clinic of a great renown from Marion Local. It's just superb.
You can see offensively what they've done all year long, about 33 points a game. They've been balanced. Rush 180, pass 147, kind of a 60-40 balance there. And you're right, this first half has been a clinic. Running the football and throwing the football. They certainly have not turned it over. And they got their quarterback in a rhythm. They're protecting him. His receivers are making plays. Heitkamp's got the ball in the end zone. Pretty impressive so far.
Been very impressive indeed, and you see the blue footballs on the helmets of the Flyers of Marion Local. Same thing on the Buckeye Central helmets. Of course, you know, kids love that, and I mean, it denotes big plays. It denotes key contributions to your football team and your program. And
let me tell you, I've handed out some of those stickers. That is a great thing.
Yeah,
those young men appreciate that for their efforts.
All right, 49 seconds left in this Division VI championship final in the first half. Adam Bertke, look at end zone, fires that throw, it's caught. Lee Perrin, touchdown, Marion Local. 11-yard skinny post from Adam Bertke to Lee Perrin, as Marion Local is just doing anything they want with their offensive game.
You know, I'll never forget, to use a golf ref, it's Nick Faudo talking about having the ball on a bit of a string. Well, right now, Adam Bertke's got it on a string, and that ball is going exactly where he wants to throw it. Perrin gets in the end zone again.
Lee Perrin, you see the second touchdown catch of the afternoon. He's trying to add his 4th PAT, and he'll squeeze that over that crossbar. So Perrin, 4 of 5 on the PAT side here in the, make it 5 of 6 now here in the opening half. All right, let's take a look at the day of the 15-year-old sophomore quarterback, Adam Bertke Deluxe.
Start out by a one-handed catch by Perrin, hits Thobe on the dig route. Another catch by Perrin, excuse me, and here's the fade. perfectly thrown. Still a little crossing route. Thobe gets in the mix. Little double move comeback. That's the Thobe. I mean, that's impressive. And here's the touchdown. The second one to Perrin. It's unfortunately they're for the Bucks. They're making it look like a 7-on-7 clinic out there.
You know, that's funny. I was just thinking that. I mean, this you know, could be July, August, and shorts, T-shirts, and you're running 7-on-7, and just to hone your offensive game. Bertke, sensational.
Well, he's been sensational as you look at the 4-drive summary there, but the offensive line and running backs are doing a great job protecting him. He hasn't been hit. And when you're a quarterback and you're in a rhythm and you got time to throw, you can make a lot of things happen.
Yeah, you can. Bertke's doing that. You saw it on our Ford drive chart. 12 of 17, a $189 with 3 touchdowns. 45 seconds left in the opening half. That football's rolling around and free. And now Buckeye Central's return game for the Bucks. Adam Painter on that return. Painter was trying to get something going on the edge. And now for this Buckeye Central offense, they come back on the football field. Jason Ratliff, that head coach, he and his senior quarterback that have been just so efficient this year and going 12-2. As we said, they've had tremendous success putting points on the board in opening halves to get themselves leads on their opponents, and it has not materialized that way today. Buckeye Central's going to run the football. That's Michael Adkins on the carry, who got stood up, and that might be, well, we'll see how quickly Buckeye Central wants to go. As you see that clock in the upper right corner of your screen, that might be the final snap of this first half.
I think Jason Ratliff wants to get his team at halftime and regroup. You know, I think the important thing now is to get his guys focused on the second half, make some adjustments, and do what they can to get back in the football game.
Well, let's see. Tyler Irwin with that clock at 3. They will snap it a second time, and Michael Atkins got greeted very rudely once again as Marion Local's defense. Jack Holman on that stop. He made the initial hit, and for Jason Ratliff and the Bucks of Buckeye Central, it was a rather arduous first 24 minutes of football. The Flyers of Marion Local looking for their 5th state championship off their big win over conference rival Delphos St. John's last week in the semis. Marion Local with a 34-0 halftime lead. All right, you'll enjoy our gang in the Hyundai Studios in downtown Cleveland of Sports Time Ohio in a moment. First of all, let's go down the sidelines and check in with our Katie Witham. Katie.
Thanks, Michael. Coach, you told me before this game one of the keys was starting off fast. You head into the locker room with a pretty comfortable lead, and it looked like your offense was in a pretty good rhythm.
Yeah, we came out and did what we wanted to. We're playing pretty well, so I'm kind of happy.
Any specific adjustments you need to see coming out here in the third quarter? I know Buckeye Central had most of their success through the air.
Yeah, we're just going to come out and have fun this second half. You know, this is all about the kids from now on, and you know, we're going to come out and play hard and just have fun.
Okay, good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Katie, a very confident head football coach, and why not? They've been fantastic here in the opening half. All right, 34-0 Marion Local at halftime. Stick around. Hyundai Studio, downtown Cleveland. Duct Tape Studio, Andre Knott, Ryan Cavanaugh, Bill Powers. Gentlemen, you'll have a lot to talk about with Marion Local big in the opening half.
Distracted driving. It accounts for 25% of car crashes. Music, cell phones, food, the list goes on.
This is why safe driving is so important.
Correct.
And it's why the best agents help safe drivers get a lower rate.
Oh, exactly.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Comes along just once a year. On winter's wings, December's rear. Ah, humbug faces commandeer. And then a happy as a perfect Christmas time.
At Time Warner Cable, we connect you with more than what you love to watch. We connect you with the ones you love. And for a limited time, we're celebrating some of our greatest offers of the year.
Big Joe Thomas. This versatile athlete from Wisconsin set school records in both the shot put and discus at Brookfield Central. At Wisconsin, he anchored the offensive line for the Badgers, earning All-American honors and the 2006 Outland Trophy as the nation's top lineman. As a first-round NFL draft pick and Pro Bowler, when Browns backs find the end zone, know this mountain mover likely made it so. Number 73, Joe Thomas.
Hello everyone, I'm PGA Golf Professional Jimmy Hanlon, and I'm here to tell you about the Day One Technology Training Club and Grip. The DOT Training Club is a unique combination of the training grip and the oversized club head to assist the beginning golfer. To find out how this revolutionary design will improve your game, log on to STOHD.com and click on the marketplace to order today. Take it from me, you must have the DOT Club in your hands today.
Live shot looking inside Canton Fawcett Stadium as we are at the Farmers halftime report with Marion Local dominating the first half of the Buckeye Central 34-0. As you see that Marion Local band on the field right now enjoying this halftime display. Welcome back to the Hyundai Studios here in our home base in Cleveland here at STO. Big first half in the Division VI state championship game. Our crew is here still, Bill Powers as well as Ryan Cavanaugh. And Coach, quickly, your thoughts on the first half where we saw the team from the MAC really show having that tough competition helps them when they get to this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Marion Local lives up to everything I heard they were going to be. I did a lot of research on Buckeye Central, so I didn't know as much about Marion Local, but the guru of high school football here, Ryan, told me before this game, this is kind of what he expected. It's kind of playing out the way he broke it down for me.
Yeah. Well, this is what it's not only their experience in this sort of situation, but throughout the whole year. It's a different level of competition, and when you get to this stage, a team like Buckeye Central, they're not used to the speed, the physicality, and really just the players across the board that Marion Local brings to the table.
Yeah, you looked at it. It was funny because Coach Goodwin kind of said, hey, they're bigger than us and everything else. He played it perfect early on. Let's go to the highlights and see how Marion Local was able to jump atop of this team from Buckeye Central. Cheerleaders getting pumped up, and then right out of the gate, we talked about the running back, Mr. Heitkamp. We thought he had an ankle injury. Coach, what happened here?
Yeah, I wish my ankle hurt that bad. Watch the way he ran the first half there, 8-yard touchdown run, just a little toss sweep to the left.
And here's the defense of Marion Local. That's J.C. Goatmoller with the forced fumble and Alaric Keller, defensive touchdown. All three phases of the game working for Marion Local today.
We may look back at this play, Coach, and say this is where the tide turned and where Buckeye Central really, the pressure got to them. It was early, but 14-0 just seemed like it was too big for them at that point in time.
Yeah, started to overwhelm them a little bit there, and that's where Marion Local got the momentum. And then right here, you've got the sophomore, Adam Bertke, to Kellen Goatmoller here for a touchdown here. He stepped out? No, he did not. Touchdown.
See, he's a coach. No matter what, he's giving it to him. Nice pass here, Ryan.
Adam Bertke just showed the whole arsenal as a quarterback. Lee Perrin for a touchdown. He added one more at the end. What about him? 5 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns in the half.
And you look at those numbers. Bertke, 12 of 17, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns. Heitkamp, 13 carries for 47 yards. Perrin, goes out and has the receptions. Guys, when you just look at those numbers, it's very balanced for this team right now, Marion Local.
And that's what we talked about coming in. They want, like Ryan said, in his pregame keys of the game, do what you do. Be balanced. Be run, be pass. And they've stuck to that game plan to get to this 34-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's easy to do that when everything works.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Bertke passing, it's opened up for Heitkamp, and as you mentioned, Jake Heitkamp, this kid, he's not injured.
No, not at all. If he's injured, as Coach said, I want to be injured like that. I think I'm going to limp out of here so we get back for our next show. Tyler Irwin, quarterback on the Buckeye Local side. We knew this would be a big game for him, and he was going to have to bring it. The pressure, Coach, seems to be the problem that he's had to deal with.
Yeah, they're bringing heat from different angles, too. You saw the sack off the edge that caused the fumble for a return for a touchdown. But they also did some TX stunts up the middle. We have a lineman and linebacker crossing and bringing heat up the middle, too. So he's got no idea where that pressure is coming from. So it's really making him uncomfortable back there.
Right. It looks like on the third downs, and to go off of what Coach is talking about, Ron, right there you see that loop from 44. That's hard for these linemen. When you haven't played against competition like this, that makes it difficult. Get the hand up right there. You can just see there's a lot right now that is bothering them.
Right, Dre. And along with the competition, it's also the scheme that Marion Local's bringing. Those are some pretty complex blitz schemes there. They're bringing an inside backer, they're bringing an outside backer, and you saw the offensive tackle for Buckeye Central all they need him to do is freeze for that 1 second, be unsure as to which guy to pick up, and they're both at the quarterback.
Right. The thing that hurts them even more, we talk about Tyler Irwin, but that's our guy right there, Michael Atkins. Big guy. I think in the pregame, he was called a mutter by my guy Ryan. Ryan he brought out his vocabulary for that one. He's a fun player to watch, but Coach, it's 34-0 now. His best plays, you showed us in the pregame, are kind of those traps, zero traps, things like that. What do you do with Michael Atkins now that you're down 34-zip?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you're at halftime here in this kind of game, you're telling the kids, let's go out and win the second half. So with that mentality, I think you still stick with Michael Atkins. He's your best player right now. So you still got to stay with him because he sets up your whole offense. He runs the ball, he sets up the play action pass. And if you want to score points, you have to still stay with him.
Dre, I got to cut you off for a minute. You said that Michael Atkins is our guy. Bryce Collins is my guy. Number 55 for Buckeye Central. It's a shame that they're losing. We don't get a chance to talk about this guy, but he is easily one of the best football players I've seen over the last 4 games.
Yeah, he has been. When you watch him on defense, he's been in the middle of everything, and you feel bad for a guy like Michael Atkins. They were able to give him the ball 10 times, only 28 yards. He had that nice catch that we were able to see just a second ago. I'm with you, Coach. It's all about winning the second half, and they're going to have to use him. But at the same time, I go along with Ryan. I run behind Bryce every single play until he just says no mas at this point in time.
He's a force every single defensive play. He's in the backfield. He's knocking down passes. He's making tackles. He's chasing ball carriers down, and on offense, he's just as good of a weapon on offensive tackle. I'd put Big Atkins right behind Bryce, and let's get some yardage.
Absolutely. On the Marion Local side, Jake Heitkamp is a guy that we looked at early on in this game. We were worried about his ankle injury and how it would affect him and how it would play. Really hasn't affected from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and like I said, he's been running the ball so hard. He's not a big guy. He's only 5'8", 180. But I'm telling you, he runs a whole lot bigger than he is. And he's running downhill. Look at him playing here, boom, and go right upfield right there. That's what you want to see from a running back.
And let's credit the big guys up front because if you look at what Heitkamp's doing, he still hasn't been touched, guys. At 7-8 yards down past the line of scrimmage on almost every play. The contact's not happening in the backfield, and so much of that has to do with the Marion Local offensive line.
Yeah, he had 13 carries in the first half. I would guess with the score being what it is, he may get about 13, 14 more in the second half. You know, you look at the average, only 3.6. But with the way that they've been able to pass the ball, that's all you need to predicate and help them move along. And I think you look at it, and we know Coach, he loves his players. Yesterday, he was in love with Coldwater's quarterback. I don't know why I can't get him to fall in love with you. You're a quarterback. But now he has a new guy that he loves.
A washed-up quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. You're the backup quarterback. The guy you love now is Adam Bertke. He's only a sophomore, but he did not play like one in the first half, Coach.
I'm not backing off my love for my boy from Coldwater. But I'll tell you what, Adam Bertke, only a sophomore, 6'4", with a rocket for an arm, and just the decisions he made in his first half really impresses me. I mean, he's not a sophomore, clearly, the way he's playing, and he might be in that Mr. Ohio for next year, too.
Absolutely.
Adam Bertke, what I'm seeing out of him today is the maturity of a player who's gone the full gamut from the season. He started the first game this year as a sophomore, threw 2 interceptions, and got benched. And now to see the maturation, him going the distance with his team, getting them past Delta St. John's into the state championship game and performing as well as he does, as he has so far, says a lot about not only him now, but he's got 2 more years in high school, guys.
Well, going forward, like you said, he's not a sophomore anymore. You can see how he plays with the confidence, has the poise. And you play in that MAC division, Coach may be right. He has a chance, and you want to stay healthy, and you want everything to work out right, guys. But he has a chance to really grow into something very special as we go down the line.
I'm impressed with the size of these quarterbacks. Coldwater quarterback, 6'4", 205. This young man here, 6'4", 190. I mean, these are big kids with rocket arms. They're going to go to these off-season camps, and they're going to get national exposure. And you can hear these kids playing on Saturdays in the next couple of years.
He just better make sure my man Bryce Collins doesn't get a shot at him in the second half here.
Well, Bryce Collins Allen's going to have a second half to try to make his name for himself and make the Ryan Kavanaugh team. I think he already made it. But I think we'll talk about the keys to the second half when we return. We'll also look back at some of the action that we've had this weekend. It's all coming up here from the Hyundai Studios here in Cleveland as we continue with our Ohio School Championship weekend broadcast. As right now we're at halftime of the Division VI game where Marion Local leads Buckeye Central 34-0 from Canton Fawcett Stadium.
It's been a year filled with all new Chryslers. And a year this big deserves a big finish. Get the year's best deals at the Chrysler Big Finish event.
January 15th, 2012. On Progressive Field's Frozen Diamond. Two of the biggest college sports rivals to ever exist will come together again. Ohio State versus Michigan in the Frozen Diamond Face-Off. Tickets are on sale now. Visit Indians.com/snowdays.
Hello everyone, I'm PGA golf professional Jimmy Hanlon, and I'm here to tell you about the Day One Technology Training Club and Grip. The DOT Training Club is a unique combination of the training grip and the oversized club head to assist the beginning golfer. To find out how this revolutionary design will improve your game, log on to STOHD.com and click on the marketplace to order today. Take it from me, you must have the DOT Club in your hands today.
If you like Indians baseball, high school football and basketball, the Mid-American Conference and Browns football, then you like Sports Time Ohio. Prove it by liking us on Facebook. Get the latest programming information or tell us what you think. Check us out at facebook.com/STOHD.
The Lexus Berea Report brings you all the latest Browns updates right here on STO. Catch Coach Shermer's press conference while host Jim Donovan brings you player updates and locker room interviews. The Lexus Berea Report, Monday at 9 on STO.
Today's championship game is brought to you by East Bay, the athletic sports source. Duct tape, get the duck to do it. Marathon, fueling the American spirit. And by Ohio University. Begin your path to promise at Ohio University. Visit us at ohio.edu/promise. Great shot inside Canton Fawcett Stadium. Nice to look at that Super Bowl championship as well as they're playing right outside of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's the Division VI state championship game. Marion Local is winning right now, 34-0 over Buckeye Central. Our coverage will continue throughout the afternoon as we had 3 great games yesterday. We're in the midst of one right now. To continue the day along, we have a great game coming up at 3 o'clock that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. And then we have the Division I state championship to wrap the day up. So if you're at home, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We've got some great coverage for you as we look forward to some of these games that are going to happen the rest of the afternoon. We have the quarterback battle coming up at 3 o'clock, Coach, that I know you've been looking forward to.
Yeah, Norway versus Kenton. Adam Walls against Matty Mock. As wishy-washy as I've been, I might fall in love with another quarterback after the next game. So.
Are you allowed to be in love with 2 quarterbacks at the same time?
Right now I am, so it might be 3 today. I don't know. Let's see how it plays out.
And then we'll finish it off with a defensive battle. 2 of the most deserving teams. And I don't say that very easily, Ryan. Look at these 2.
Oh, Ignatius and Pick Central both fought hard, earned their way here. And, as much as I think I've been hyping this as a defensive battle the whole time, watch, I'm going to end up being wrong. It's going to be 47-45 going down to the wire. Right. But it'll be a good football game regardless, I can guarantee that.
We're going to have fun getting ready for both of those games. And I keep looking at the Ignatius game and the Pick Central game, and you look at the teams that Pick Central has beaten to get here. They've beaten Hilliard. They've beaten St. X. I mean, those are the teams that we thought from down in the West that were going to be the teams and are down south. And to see what Pick Central's done, they are talented.
Dublin Kaufman, Lincoln.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking out very good football teams, and then people, it's a Central Ohio, it's a different level. Then St. X comes up and they take care of them. And now they're like, that's great. We're going to go with the four corners of the state, bring on Cleveland. We're going to take them out and win a championship. This is a very, very talented Pick Central football team.
And with Ignatius, they beat St. Ed's, Menor, Solon, I think the teams they went through. So we'll talk about that one a little bit later on in the evening. All right, Coach, listen, I got to give you the tough part. You're the coach, but that's why we're going to pay you the big bucks. You're in that locker room right now, and you've been on the good side of it. If you're on this side, you're down 34-0. If you're sitting there and you're with Buckeye Central, what are you telling your guys? How do you tell you? I know you said win the second half, but how do you get them to win the second half?
Unfortunately for me, I have been in a situation as an assistant coach where you've been here. So you
see where he says he was an assistant
coach.
But totally my team.
But what you got to do is you got to tell the kids, hey, like you said, we're going to win the second half by doing what we've done. We're still going to run the ball with Atkins, and we're still going to throw the ball to Stein. We're still going to make big plays, and we're going to play our football. We've been big, we've been physical all year long. Let's go out there and at least out-hit them in the second half. Take it to them physically. Let them know, hey, you were in a football game no matter what that scoreboard says.
Right, absolutely. And it's the last time that you'll be able to play a football game for some of those seniors. Have some pride in that. If you're on the other side, Katie Witham had a great interview back down there, because I've interviewed Coach Goodwin. I think you've been around. We've all been around. Coaches don't say they feel good at halftime. How do you keep that going, Ryan? He said he felt good.
Dre, it was reluctantly. I guess I feel pretty good.
I guess it was talking to Katie. I guess that's what it was.
I didn't hear the question. Well, here's the thing. Marion Local, first of all, they just have to play their game of football. You're not going to back off too much. I mean, you're also, if this continues, Coach Goodwin's not the kind of guy who's going to embarrass somebody. And they're not going to try and run up the score. But at the same time, we all know that injuries happen. Players get hurt when you're not going 100%. He's going to have his kids continue to play hard. He's going to try to get everybody in the game. But they have to get it to that point before you can start thinking those things. 34. If I'm at Buckeye Central and I'm Coach Radliff, I said, look, they scored 34.5. We can do it. So. I guarantee you Coach Goodwin is not letting these guys rest on the first half achievements and not having them come out hard for the second half.
Well, that's a great point. I think, if your team's sitting there already kind of thinking about the size of their ring coming up, Coach, you get hit in the mouth a couple times, suddenly you may not be in a game, but you may be in a game.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a game plan until you're punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
Okay, they come out in the second half, they get punched in the mouth. They're like, and because they're not playing hard, they're celebrating already. It's gonna be hard to get back into that game plan then. So they got to be careful. They got to come out with the intention to score 0-0 right now.
Absolutely. As we look at this game, and what can Bertke do now in the second half? Great first half for the sophomore quarterback for Marion Local. Looks like the MAC conference down in the western part of Ohio is going to pick up another state championship. This could be the 5th for Marion Local, as they have 4 since, I believe, 1982. What a great stat for that great conference. All right, when we come back, Michael Regai and Greg Fry will take things over from Canton Fawcett Stadium, as we're going to have the second half of the Division VI state championship game, as we're going to look to crown the 4th team this weekend. Still 2 more games to go from the Hyundai Studios here in Cleveland. We'll throw it back out after this break to our guys, Michael Regai and Greg Fry, for the second half of the Division VI championship game.
Buy with confidence. Buy from a name you can trust.
Right now, we need cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we're paying up to $3,000 over Kelley Blue Book value for trades. Plus, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours.
View these deals and more online at Spitzer.com.
Distracted driving. It accounts for 25% of car crashes. Music, cell phones, food, the list goes on.
This is why safe driving is so important.
Correct.
And it's why the best agents help safe drivers get a lower rate.
Oh, exactly.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
With the new Marathon Visa credit card, you earn up to 25 cents per gallon off all Marathon purchases.
After my first high school marketing class, I knew I wanted a career in business.
and I found a university with one of the best programs in the nation. I had the chance to work on real-world projects and compete in the National Collegiate Sales Competition. Thanks to my classwork, practical experience, and the encouragement of my professors, I won first place. It was awesome. My name is Jasmine Merritt, and I chose the right university, my home away from home. Find the path to your promise.
At your Spitzer Auto stores, we have over 3,000 new and used vehicles to choose from, and every vehicle has our low everyday value price displayed right on the window. We will save you time and money at every one of your Spitzer Auto stores, and visit us online at spitzer.com.
Great to have you back with us inside Fawcett Stadium here in Canton on Sports Time Ohio. Division VI championship game. All Marion Local's Flyers with a 34-0 lead over Buckeye Central. We welcome you to the Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. And you can find a very knowledgeable local agent at farmersinsurance.com. Great to see everybody. Michael Rega, my partner, the quarterback, Greg Fry. Wow.
Yeah, wow is right.
Marion Local, wow. Looking for their 5th state championship. They're halfway home with a 34-0 lead. Their offense has been just scintillating. Defensively, they fly around and get to the football. That's a pretty nice combination.
Well, they're getting it done on both sides of the ball. They've played a flawless first half. Opening drive, they go right down and score, and then they pick up the defensive touchdown. You see the first drive, Heitkamp, they go right down the field running it, passing it. Heitkamp sticks it in the end zone, 7-0, Marion Local. And then the defense comes up huge. They pick up the fumble. Keller sticks it in the end zone. Immediately they're up 14-0 to start the game, and it doesn't stop from there. Bertke going to find Guttemiller. He gets it in the end zone on a 4th down play, which was huge for the 3rd touchdown. He's going to throw a fade to Perrin. Perrin's first touchdown of 2 in the first half. Perrin makes another nice catch on a little crossing route for his 2nd touchdown, and a dominating first half performance for the Flyers.
Our friends at Ohio University giving us a look at the numbers from the first half of football. With that quarterback, Adam Bertke, I don't know how much better he could be. 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. The total yards certainly dominant, as you would expect. Average per play on first down. They're not playing from behind the sticks at all, are they, Marion Local's Flyers?
Well, they're not. And as good as they've been offensively, their defense has been just as sound, really shutting down a very good Buckeye Central offense, stifling them all first half long. And they're just, they've no chinks in the armor so far. What can you say, Michael?
No. 13 plays of 10 yards or more, as you see from Marion Local. All right, so we've got 24 minutes of football still to go. We'll see how Jason Ratliff, the head coach of Buckeye Central, approach things with his football team. It's Marion Local with a 34-0 halftime lead. There's more coming up out of Fawcett Stadium in Canton on Sports Time Ohio. Don't move.
Farmers Insurance is proud to support the OHSAA and would like to thank those fans in attendance at today's game and to those watching at home on Sports Time Ohio for your continued support of high school athletics. Farmers Insurance State Executive Director Dan Lewis and its more than 500-plus Ohio-based employees proudly support the OHSAA and the many programs that benefit student athletes in Ohio. Farmers agents across the state work with and support individual member schools in their communities and are dedicated to helping the OHSAA continue its mission to support education-based athletics. We are insurance. We are farmers.
How do I celebrate the holidays? Oh, I come to the mall, talk about Ford.
Start taking deep breaths, because I'm about to rock your world.
Up to 40 miles a gallon.
Let's focus.
Blow my mind, 40 miles.
You're a rocket scientist?
I'm a rocket scientist.
Felt myself get dumber immediately.
Active Park Assist, you don't touch the steering wheel.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how it works.
It's magic.
Lease a 2012 Focus for $189 a month. Just $189 during the year-end celebration.
Year-end celebration.
That's exactly right.
Time Warner Cable introduces wideband internet that revolves around you, with enough bandwidth for everyone to stream movies, shop, game, and more, all at the same time. Call 1-877-53-MyTWC and get speeds up to 50 megs and ask about upgrading your internet for as low as $10 more a month. We've changed the way the internet can work for you all over the house. Just call and get faster speeds. Plus, get a great deal on HBO and Cinemax.
Hi, I'm a Bruce. And I'm a Chuck. You know, I love that talking bottle opener of yours. You think I could get one? I think I could accommodate you.
I love you, Cleveland.
No, I mean one with like my voice on it.
Well, what would it say? I love you, Cleveland is my line.
How about, let's go!
Join Bruce Drennan for All Bets Are Off at 3. Then Chuck Galletti has his last call at 10, Monday through Thursday only on STO.
STO remembers 1994. Progressive Field opens as Jacobs Field. The last steel beam is placed on the Rock Hall. Brecksville's own Tom Tupa gave the Browns the NFL's first two-point conversion. St. Ignatius won another state football title. Howard Stern's live event was cut short by a WMMS engineer. The White Sox confiscated Albert Bell's corked bat, and the Browns' playoff win against the Patriots was the last at the old stadium. Remember when? 1994.
The OHSAA Division VI State Championship game is brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. Also by Farmers Insurance. We are insurance. We are farmers. By the good folks at Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And by Time Warner Cable. The illustrious Pro Football Hall of Fame providing our backdrop. I-77, the traffic that you see. This just a beautiful, beautiful setting for high school football championship finals here in the Buckeye State. That young man, sophomore Adam Bertke's had a terrific first half with Marion Local. They lead Buckeye Central 34-0. How about another Farmers Insurance report from downstairs? Katie Witham with Jason Ratcliffe, the head coach of Buckeye Central. Katie?
Well, Coach, you headed into the locker room down. What was your message to the guys?
Just to not give up, keep playing. Like I said, teams, we talked about in life how things get rough sometimes. You can't give up, you got to keep fighting.
Flyers quarterback Adam Bertke having a lot of success for them. What's your key defensively to come out here and shut them down?
We got to get some better pressure on him. He's had all day to throw, and he's back there, and he's picked receivers apart, so he picked our defense apart, so we got to get some pressure on him.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck here in the third. Guys.
All right, Katie, we appreciate that. Yeah, a little tough spot that Jason Ratcliffe is in, but you know, Greg, as you said, these are life's lessons. How do you respond? How do you bounce back?
Well, the key is Bryce Collins needs to meet Adam Bertke a couple times in that
I like
backfield.
Yeah.
That would change things a little bit. But 34-0. Odds of them coming back, not very good. But he's got to get his guys to play football in the second half and forget about the score.
All right. Buckeye Central get their hands on the football to begin quarter number 3. On the run up for Buckeye Central is that kick return man, and that's Adam Painter. Painter will crash to the ground at the 28-yard line. So Tyler Irwin, the senior quarterback who's had such a decorated senior season, hitting 59% of his throws, throwing for 36 touchdowns this year. And there you see, though, in the first half, stifled and shut down by this very stingy Marion Local D.
He was pressured. He needs time to throw in his second half, and I'd like to see him have a good half of football.
All right, the first call here in the third quarter is to Adam Painter. As we said, they got Painter geared up a little bit in the backfield as a running back. He started the football game on the edges as a wide receiver, but he ran the football effectively in the second quarter.
One of those guys, going to run it, going to catch it. He just needs to get his touches, and he was pretty good when he had his opportunities in the first half.
All right, Adam Painter got a couple. 2nd and 8. Irwin wants to go up top. He short hopped that crossing route as he was looking to hit Justin Hernstein.
Pressure by Larry Keller, who had a great first half from his defensive end position. Just enough that Irwin had to retreat a little bit to make that throw. Caused a bad throw.
All right, that 1st and 10 mark you see is being brought to you by Indian Snow Days at Progressive Field. For tickets, visit Indians.com/Snow Days. Winter fun at the ballpark. Tyler Irwin in trouble. Alaric Keller had a hand on him, and then the cleanup comes from Marion Local defensively from Mitch Kramer, that strong safety. Keller again wreaking havoc, a 3-and-out for Buckeye Central.
Play action, he's trying to get outside. There's just nothing there. The edge is taken away. Mitch Kramer forced him back inside. Nothing. I mean, this is nothing you can do for Tyler Irwin, and his receivers were draped downfield.
So many as you look at Dustin Snyder. Snyder with his work on the day averaging 37.5, and he's going to have to hit it away. That line drive shot for the 15-yard line. That's a free football, and Buckeye Central is on it. Maybe that's the spark they need for some impetus. Greg Hartke, the 210-pound senior center. How about that hustle from Hartke to get on that free football?
What a good job of Parent trying to catch that on the short hop and just mishandles it. And you're right. Finney down there making the play. First time to get a break in this game.
They'll give it back now to Tyler Irwin, so he's got an opportunity. He's going to go play action. Being pressured on to come underneath. And that throw was incomplete. As he wanted to drop that off to Adam Painter. Yeah, but Chase Finney, that center, making the play on special teams. And now Irwin's just found it so difficult to generate anything when he has tried to get out of the pocket. Greg, there's just not much there.
Well, they tried going up top of the 2-receiver route. Well covered, and at that point, he's just trying to throw it away.
2nd and 10 now for Tyler Irwin. Throw that out, and it's hauled in by Justin Hernstein, the 175-pound senior. Had a real big year. 55 catches, Greg, 19 touchdowns, and averaging better than 21 yards of reception.
Quite impressive. 6'3", 175 pounds. First team, Division VI, all Ohio. Definitely a weapon.
For that man, the head coach, Jason Ratliff. 3rd down, let's call it 6. Toss sweep, Painter. He got the edge. He's outside the numbers. He's got a Buckeye Central first down. Terrific seal block out on the edge.
Excellent seal block. They got the edge, as you said, quickly. I like that quick toss sweep. For once, they caught that Marion Local defense snapping a little bit. Nice first down.
It's nice to see, but they need to cash it out. But again, there's that seal block again on that edge.
That was Hernstein making that block. And he had Chad Trapp as well, making a block on the corner to free him up.
Chad Trapp, who is one of the backs. I'll run that to what was a quick trap. Look at Michael Atkins still alive. Atkins will battle his way to the 20-yard line. That's 15 yards and a first down. It was designed to be a quick trap, Greg. How did it get to the edge?
He bounced that thing outside. And how about Atkins showing a little bit of speed, outrunning that Marion Local defense. Bounces it outside. You can see him getting some help out there and breaking tackles. I like that determination. You know, I want to see this team get in the end zone. I want to see what they can do offensively and for their confidence too.
Well, think about, let's just say they won the second half. No, win the second half on the scoreboard. Atkins got belted. He got stood up as coming up from that secondary. Once again for Marion Local. Larrick Keller, the outside linebacker, made the stop, and he had some help as well from Lee Perrin.
But you know, Coach Ratliff made some good points, about this is one of those life lessons. You're probably not going to win the football game, but how you play the second half is going to be important because that's what you're going to remember.
Now this 2nd and 7. Senior quarterback Tyler Irwin on that 7-step drop. Crossing route. Almost got picked off. It was in the hands of Marion Local's two-way performer, that wide receiver and DB Dylan Toby.
But it's the pressure again. The pressure by Larrick Keller. Irwin not able to set his feet. Otherwise, that's a touchdown. He was trying to hit the crossing route to Hernstein and overthrew it.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 now. They'll go with that tight jumbo formation. Pair of tight ends with Painter offset. Wanted to run that reverse to Painter. Painter's got the edge. Painter to the corner. Touchdown, Buckeye Central. Adam Painter on that counter reverse to put 6 on the board for the Bucks of Buckeye Central from 17 yards out.
You gotta love that. Gives that the Bucks fans, they've got a lot of fans here, something to cheer about. Look at the execution. You see guard and tackle pull, good blocks. He sees the opening to the outside, and this is all about, I'm going to get in the end zone. Great effort by Painter.
It's the 3rd touchdown rushing on the year for Adam Painter. His 15th overall. He's caught 12 touchdown passes, and now Painter, who handles the field goal and the PAT work out of the hold of Tyler Irwin. At 7 Adam Painter points, he did it on a 17-yard inside reverse. Speed to the corner. Adam Painter getting Buckeye Central on the board, 34-7, Marion Local.
It's been a year filled with all new Chryslers. And a year this big deserves a big finish. Get the year's best deals at the Chrysler Big Finish event.
The OHSAA Football Championships continue today on STO. At 3, Norwin takes on Kenton, followed by the OHSAA Football pregame show at 6:30. Then it's St. Ignatius versus Pickerington Central at 7. All games are live and in HD today on STO. Browns fans, STO's got your chance to sound off and be heard. It's the Browns Red Zone. Doug Deacon, Tony Grossi, and Jim Donovan take your calls when you're talking Browns football. The Browns Red Zone, Mondays at 8 on STO.
Quarterback Tyler Irwin got his football team in the end zone with his running mate Adam Painter. Ford driving the game, brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. Chase Finney got on that football, taking away offense. Buckeye Central.
Well, they got Painter outside for that first down. Then Michael Atkins does his thing, breaking tackles to get it down inside the 20-yard line, and then Painter going to finish it off. A little counter reverse outside from 17 yards. And the Bucks are on the board, and he kicked the extra point too.
Yes, he did. Put all 7 on the board. Did Adam Painter. At 38 of 49 extra point attempts. Only 1 field goal on the year, but impressive. Young man averaging 9 a carry, and most significantly got in the end zone. All right. That Buckeye Central kickoff is, as you see, going to angle out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, which will give Marion Local the opportunity to run their offense. All right, time to I hear the bouncing basketball.
5-yard penalty.
Thank you, David Nash, our referee. Sports Time Ohio, your home for Mid-American Conference Hoops. We start January 7th. STO will bring you over 30 men's and women's games, including the MAC Conference Tournament live from Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland. For a complete listing of games, make sure you visit stohd.com/Mid-American Conference. MAC Tournament always one of the finer ones around the Division I college basketball landscape, both men and women's. You'll see it all here on Sports Time Ohio in beautiful high definition. So Marion Local with J.C. Miller in that deep middle spot, but this kickoff will settle down at the 25-yard line in the hands of Marion Local's Mitch Kramer, and Kramer will work his way to the 40-yard line. And you see Adam Bertke back on the football field. I don't think you could script a better first half that his sophomore quarterback performed with Greg Fry.
Nothing short of spectacular. You know, he had a couple incompletions, so I guess he wasn't perfect, but 3 touchdowns in the first half, executed flawlessly.
Now to the ground game, and this is Jake Heitkamp. Oh, look at the move, Heitkamp. Terrific vision. Saw that seam and rumbles for a quick 12 yards on that first down. Got a terrific block over on that left side, did Heitkamp.
Well, he did, and Herrnstein had to come up in his free safety position to make this tackle. You see the counter, Trey. Good job blocking. Up front, the big guys getting it done. Wendell and Rutschilling, Hartke, Kyle Mesher, and Jason Brunswick. Those guys are They probably don't get enough credit for what they do up front.
Partner, I want to ask you about the counter tray in a second. We'll do that after
Razzle-dazzle.
Bertke wants to load it up deep. It is caught. Perrin, touchdown. Marion Local, 48 yards on the gadget. Heitkamp kicked it back to Bertke, who loaded up the 48-yard bomb to lead Perrin, his third touchdown catch of the day for Perrin.
How about Perrin with the big catch, but well executed. Heitkamp pitches it back to Bertke, sets his feet. They run the post over the top. Perrin gets behind the secondary, and the ball is on the money, and that would be an exclamation point. If there was any potential that the Bucks could get back in this game, it just got extinguished.
Marion Local runs the football for 12 yards with Jake Heitkamp on the first play of this possession, and Lee Perrin will miss the extra point. But here is the gadget, Heitkamp. So Mr. Quarterback Adam Bertke, load that baby up, and he delivered from 48 yards out to Lee Perrin. 40-7, Marion Local with the lead.
Post-game live, presented by Subway, where winners eat. Tune in for exclusive live press conferences and player interviews, while host Michael Ray-Guy takes your calls and emails. Post-game live, Sunday after the Browns game with the Baltimore Ravens on STO. Go Outdoors Ohio for the best fishing, hunting, and ski shooting in the state. The Cleveland Plain Dealers' Darcy Egan brings the outdoors to you. Outdoors Ohio, Tuesday nights at 6 on Sports Time Ohio.
You talk about leadership, you talk about setting a standard. That's what Ford Trucks is all about. I'm Cole McCoy, and this is my F-150. F-150 is the best-selling truck for the last 34 years. I don't expect that to stop. I won't be playing for 34 years, but when I do play, I want to do the same things that Ford has been able to do.
Now lease a 2011 F-150 Super Cab XLT for $259 a month, just $259.
There's nothing else out there that I'd rather be driving.
Well, they've hit big again, have the Flyers of Marion Local, just scintillating offense today. And Greg, they bring out a gadget play with a tailback toss back to Adam Bertke, who dialed up long distance.
Familiar with this play. You see he had a crossing route underneath. Toby underneath, but he goes up over top to Perrin for the touchdown, and those are fun plays to execute. They made it look easy. It's not an easy play to execute. You got to have time to throw that. The O-line did a good job again, giving Bertke time, and easy throw at that point.
Tim Goodwin's football team, they have been absolutely on point in all phases of their state championship appearance as they gun for the school's 5th overall state championship. This is Adam Painter, the touchdown maker for Buckeye Central, as he'll spurt his way across the 30-yard line. Nice return of 27 yards for Adam Painter. Maybe go see the football in the hands of Adam Painter a lot as we bring Tyler Irwin, the senior quarterback, back into that Buckeye Central huddle.
Well, they had a good opening drive after the punt. They get the fumble, they stick it in the end zone, so let's see if they could put back-to-back drives together.
This is Michael Atkins, that hard runner tailback, and he got met after a gain of a couple to bring up second down and 8. You like the Buckeye Central approach, though, Greg, in that they needed that turnover on special teams to give them a spark, but you can only imagine. It was a hard halftime conversation for Jason Ratliff to have with very good football team, 12 wins on the year, thrilling semifinal win, and they just got clobbered in the first half.
Well, every coach deals with that. You got to find a way to get your young men to focus in that second half.
That quick out is hauled in by Justin Hernstein, the 175-pound senior. Irwin does a very accurate, Greg, on the hitches and on the digs and on the crossing routes, the level routes.
Well, I think he's accurate all around. I think the times he has not been accurate today, he's been pressured and he's not been able to set his feet. But I really like what I see out of him.
Jason Ratliff was mentioning to Katie Witham as she chatted with the head coach of Buckeye Central at halftime. About Tyler Irwin just being under the gun, under pressure.
We have a timeout. Red.
Dave Nash lets us know that Buckeye Central wants that timeout. And again, 40 years of officiating excellence from the man with the white hat today, referee Dave Nash. If you weren't with us in the first half, his 12th state championship final. What a decorated officiating career for that gentleman who says that's enough, though. 40 years is enough.
Well, that's impressive. You know, we got to tip the hat. A lot of respect for what those guys do and for doing it for that long. Thank you for your service, Dave.
Indeed. Terrific career here with the Ohio High School Athletic Association for Dave Nash. State finals in every sport. Here happened to be chatting yesterday at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon with Henry Zaborniak, one of the associate commissioners. And, you know, it's love it. Get an opportunity to everybody all over the state to convene, you know, whether it's Paul Brown Tiger Stadium here, Fawcett Stadium, of course, the Ohio State campus for the basketball championships, both girls and boys. State finals, just superb here in Ohio.
Have a dead ball, false start, offense.
More work from Dave Nash as it cost Buckeye Central 5 on the false start.
Flyers threatening blitz, and you had a couple offensive linemen moving. Got to hold your water.
Got a good look at Jordan Wright, 245-pound senior right guard. Blitz coming. Tyler Irwin with his legs to escape pressure, and then did the wise thing and threw the football away to play another down. Just been pressure, pressure, pressure all afternoon long. Jason Ratliff talked about it. Jack Holman, he's a sack master of that football team with 10 of them on the year. He had pressure there.
Well, they brought that delayed blitz and they overloaded the right-hand side. And again, that's great coaching by that Marion Local defense. You know, there's 3 guys to block, they're bringing 4. There's nothing you can do if you don't have enough guys there to pick it up.
Down box turns to 4th, and that means Dustin Snyder is back on the football field. Buckeye Central got a break on that last punt. This time Lee Perrin going to fire, telling his football team, get out of there. As this time Marion Local able to avoid the turnover as Perrin was playing traffic cop for Mitch Kramer, telling him to move away from the football. All right, we mentioned state championships in high school football and high school basketball. And the sport on ice prevalent here in the Buckeye State. January 5th, be part of a unique high school hockey experience when the Eagles of St. Edward and the Wildcats of St. Ignatius face off outdoors at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Tickets $8 in advance. Portion of the proceeds go to support the schools. Check it out at Indians.com/St. Ed's or Indians.com/St. Ignatius. High school hockey, Progressive Field, the home of the Cleveland Indians. That first down call to Jake Heitkamp. Give Heitkamp 3, bring up 2nd and 7. A lot of steady dose of Jake Heitkamp now from here on in.
Yeah, you got to run the football. You know, they got up top with a big score. The flea flicker in the last drive. You're up 47. Now you got to burn some clock, and they certainly can run the football with Heitkamp. That'd be the guy you want to deal with.
Pair of wide receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Lee Perrin, Dylan Toby. Well, look at the sophomore quarterback, Adam Bertke, run option. Going to get put down at the 44-yard line, and is going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 as we are 6.5 minutes deep into this 3rd quarter. Division VI state final with Marion Local in control.
Bryce Collins doing a nice job running downhill again. One of the few bright spots in that defense, at least today. His defensive tackle position.
Bryce Collins is a player in the 285 pounds. We're going to be watching him playing on Saturday afternoons, Gregory. Counter Trey, and on the carry, Jake Heitkamp. Nice job for Buckeye Central to stringing it out. But look at Heitkamp battle, and he's got that first down as he broke 2 tackles and got the final 3 yards to move the sticks.
Boy, that was a great job stringing it out. and then finding that cutback lane. You see that counter tray, you see the offensive line, you see Wendell out there leading the way, but boy, great effort. Breaks the tackle from Capel just enough to get past that yellow line.
All right, we were mentioning counter tray a moment ago. What's the philosophy behind it? You get that first misdirection step from the tailback. What's going on in the O-line from the backside?
Well, the backside, you get down blocks on the front side, and you got those. You pull the backside guard and tackle, and they're leading the way for the tailback. And it's misdirection, but you're following those two blockers.
It's a staple of so many programs. Heitkamp will explode through that hole that closed up quickly. Give Heitkamp 4 there into Buckeye Central territory.
You know, Michael, that's a play that takes a lot of time to develop over the season. You can't let any penetration come through. Those down blocks are very important. And you got to have two guys that can run. And that can run, and not only run, but keep their balance and make a good block. It takes a lot of timing, a lot of reps to get that play down.
I look at football offensive line, especially high school, college level, and I see counter trays and the stretch play being run. I know you got an offensive line that gets it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Play action. Bertke. Crossing route. Into the hands of Dylan Tobey. In open space. Inside the 10 and pushed out of bounds. Dylan Tobey has run free in the Buckeye Central secondary pretty much all afternoon on those crossing routes.
Well, we can talk about counter tray, but how about pass protection? Look at these guys up front getting the job done. Just throwing on the rim. That ball's on the money again because he's got time to throw. And Tobey looking to get in the end zone.
41 more yards of real estate. Crossing route. They cleared it out and brought Tobey from the backside of the formation. Adam Bertke just continuing to add to the impressive numbers. Now a quick toss. Heitkamp's got the edge. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jake Heitkamp. The All-Ohioan with his second touchdown of the day.
Well, what can you say? Another impressive drive. Good. It's that blend of run and pass. Heitkamp started the afternoon off by getting the end zone in the same corner of the stadium. Going to do it again.
Jake Heitkamp, more compact. Really impressive, 5'7", a $180. Lee Perrin. Perrin will connect, splitting the uprights on yet another extra point. Out of the hold of Marcus Pringer. Heitkamp, well, he knows that final stripe, doesn't he, Greg Fry?
Boy, good kick out block. Let's see. Gets up a little slow after this one. Yeah, he's limping a little bit, but he has earned it today. A couple of touchdowns in a commanding offensive performance by the Flyers.
Nice numbers. Better than 4 yards per carry. The Flyers of Marion Local, Greg, how about 7 drives today? 7 possessions of the football, 6 touchdowns.
That's pretty impressive. They've only punted one time way back early in the game. They've coughed it up. They've had one mistake, one fumble that led to points for the opposition for the Bucks. But other than that, they've just been a machine offensively.
They've won 4 state championships in the last 10 years and well on their way to making it 5 in 11 football seasons here in the state of Ohio. 2000, 2001, 2006, 2007. They lost in the finals in 2003. 5 trips to the semis in their illustrious career and their program. Now here's that Buckeye Central kickoff return as trying to find some operating space for this offense is Justin Hernstein. All right, time to head down to the sidelines, brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Katie Witham, it's been good for you down there today, yes?
Yeah, it's been a great, guys, and what a great game Jake Heitkamp is having for the Marion Local Flyers. You saw him kind of limp off after that last play. It's his left ankle. Guys, he actually picked up an ankle injury, second playoff game of the season last weekend. He tweaked it again where he could not finish the game. They were over here checking out his ankle again. He's got tape on it and a brace. Then they put more on top of it, and he is going to get back out there and tough it out.
Appreciate that, Katie. Greg, how about the the deluxe work of the running backs, as speaking of those that are banged up a little bit, is you get a look at Marion Local on that kick cover squad as Mitch Kramer. Yeah, Kramer being assisted off. How about the work of running backs? Yesterday, I mean, you and I saw Christian Halbert and Damon Washington. Tremendous days for Kirtland to win a state championship. Isaac Green last night. What, Greg? Tell us about Trotwood Madison's Isaac Green and the night he had in their win over Avon.
Yeah, over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns at halftime. Finishes up over 300 at 6 touchdowns in a state final. Are you kidding me?
This young man's been pretty nice today too. That's Adam Painter. Painter got to the edge and racks up a quick 14 yards on that toss sweep. First down, Painter. Painter has, and again, you know, Michael Atkins is their starting tailback. Painter plays both wideout and running back. He's been impressive.
Well, this little quick toss to the outside. This job, he cuts it inside. Does a good job reading his block. A nice block out there by Chad Trapp. Good recognition. Watch the kick out, cuts it up underneath. Hernstein get a good block too.
Now let me correct myself. It is Real Green, the tailback.
Correct.
Yes. Feel free when I miss.
That's okay. That's okay.
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
We got a little tired of talking about him last night. He just kept doing it. I mean, that was an impressive effort. And he had a touchdown run, I believe 74 yards.
Yes, he did.
It was a highlight reel in and of itself.
Greg, I was at the line of scrimmage on this near sideline below where you and Mike Cairns were calling it here on Sports Time Ohio. I was on the sideline last night, and Israel Green was outstanding. Irwin loaded up deep, and he got picked off. It is intercepted by Trevor Holman. Holman.
He's got some bodies out in front of him.
In open space with speed. See you later. Pick 6. 81 yards to the house for Trevor Holman of Marion Local.
Trevor Holman with the
What can you say?
return for the score.
Got pressure. Irwin can't quite set his feet. He's got an open man in Hernstein. But how about Trevor Holman going to undercut the route? And then from here, watch him cut it back. Right here, he's going to cut it back. He's got a host of white shirts in front, and he gets some good blocking. Now it becomes like a kick return. Look at the blocks out front. And he's going to finish the deal.
81 yards. He would not be caught. Touchdown, interception return as Lee Perrin will add another PAT. And with 2:39 left here in quarter number 3, the Flyers of Marion Local High School, this dominant state program over in Mercer County, southwest of the city of Lima, real close to the Indiana border, Greg Fry, and they are becoming omnipresent on the state championship scene.
Well, we've talked at length about the MAC conference, and as I said earlier, Coldwater lost yesterday to Kirtland, and Marion Local came out today with a vengeance, and they took control of this game right away and have not lit off the gas.
The Midwest Athletic Conference that we spoke so much of a little bit earlier today. It's been that kind of late morning on into afternoon for the faithful of Buckeye Central. You know, Greg, I go back, remember the first drive of the day for Marion Local, and Jake Heitkamp went in. Remember on the ensuing drive for Buckeye Central, football popped free by Kelsey Guttemiller on the J.C. Guttemiller on that corner blitz, and Alaric Keller took it 39 yards for a touchdown, and you wonder if Buckeye Central really never recovered from that, as on that kickoff return again, Justin Hernstein gets knifed down.
Well, how about the defense? Second drive of the game, you get a defensive touchdown by Alaric Keller, and all afternoon long they have pressured Tyler Irwin. Keller knocks another pass down. More pressure. This is going to lead to the interception. And Trevor Holman gets the interception 81 yards later. Second defensive touchdown of the day for that defense.
Run that inside reverse again, and Adam Painter is free. Adam Painter, another terrific game. That's 20 yards and a first down for Painter, as the same play that sprung the 17-yard TD a couple of possessions ago.
I like the good play call. Another version of the counter trey. Good job blocking out front. Bryce Collins out there leading the way as well. Painter's, I'll tell you what, he's playing whistle to whistle, and he's not giving up at all. I like how he's playing.
170-pound senior, 8 carries for 87 yards for that young man, number 30 in scarlet and gray, Adam Painter. This is Michael Atkins on the total of the football. He got stood up at the 45, but that's 5 yards on first down for Atkins.
Well, you know, we talked a lot of times in Division V, Division VI, you have a lot of two-way guys, and the Bucks have 9 guys going both ways. And you know, I was wondering if that was going to be a concern today. Certainly, Marion Local's got a few guys going both ways, but from an endurance standpoint, that's really a factor today. Guys like Painter and Irwin and Atkins and Collins not coming off the field.
3 wide now for Tyler Irwin. Irwin will throw the deep in. He got picked off again. Lee Perrin on the INT, and now they'll rule that the football hit the ground and incomplete.
And Michael, here's the thing. That's a great throw. He's throwing a seam post. He set his feet, threw it in the hole, and Perrin undercuts the route. I mean, this is where you're supposed to throw it. Cuts right in front of Herrnstein. Not sure if he caught it or not, but that's a great defensive effort. Jumping the route.
Had to be very impressed. Lee Perrin, Mitch Kramer, Trevor Holman. That's secondary for the Flyers and Marion Local. Michael Atkins on the carry, and Michael Atkins will bang his way into Marion Local territory. Atkins got 10, and that's a first down for Buckeye Central. Well, they'd love to put another TD on the board here in the second half.
Yeah, I'd like to see their offense getting a little rhythm. I mean, they've had a great offensive year, and you can see good blocking up front. Atkins picks it up, but you can see what they're capable of. Just not, they're not matching up well with Marion Local today, that's for sure, but they have been very explosive this year.
Greg, you raise a key point that we'll elaborate on after this snap. On the 3-step drop, drilling that throw from Tyler Irwin to Thomas Capel for the first down. You mentioned matchups, and then sometimes in football, you know, a coach will look at, say, well, I got advantages here, I got advantages here, and then the good coaches, good programs go about exploiting those mismatches.
Well, totally, and I'm guessing that Tim Goodwin flipped the film on early this week and had a smile on his face. He felt like he had a good situation for his club. You know, they're just so solid on both sides of the ball, but their defensive effort today is as impressive as their offense.
Michael Atkins got a good block, and he's got to the corner. Excellent block by Bryce Collins to spring him free down to the 15-yard line. Collins, two-way performer. He's dynamite on defense. Watch this block on the edge from 5'5".
Look at Bryce Collins out there running, and he hooked
Got 2 guys.
He got 2 guys, and Michael Atkins smart enough to follow 55 for a next pickup.
25 yards now for Michael Atkins, following the blocks of the All-Ohioan Bryce Collins. Again, out of that tight formation. Painter again on the reverse, trying to cut back in. And
that hit.
He got met. He got met. That first stick, of course, came from Dylan Tobey, who spun him around, and then he got planted. But Tobey number 17, made that first contact.
Watch Trevor Hoffman right here. Watch Trevor Hoffman filling the hole from his safety position. Nice tackle.
Greg, that again is DBs coming up supporting the run. I love that.
They're not sitting back on their heels. They're coming up to hit them.
That's right. 36 minutes of football in the books. Don't go anywhere. And Buckeye Central getting the end zone again like Adam Painter did there. Gadget came out. Adam Bertke, Lee Perrin, 54-7 Marion Local.
distracted driving. It accounts for 25% of car crashes. Music, cell phones, food, the list goes on.
This is why safe driving is so important.
Correct.
And it's why the best agents help safe drivers get a lower rate.
Oh, exactly.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Time Ohio recognizes John D. Rockefeller. Raised in Cleveland, John D. made millions of dollars pumping crude oil out of the ground in Cleveland's flats in the late 1800s. When John D. retired, he became a philanthropist and an avid golfer. Rockefeller felt that golf would extend his life to 100 years. He almost made it, passing away at the age of 97 in 1937. John D. Rockefeller, the pride of Ohio.
Sights and sounds of the Division VI State Championship Final. One of the boys in the tape room, and Matty J and Steve Bardo, they're
good stuff.
Making it happen, aren't they? Good to have all of you with us. Fourth quarter about to unfold. Toss sweep. Now they find that cutback again is Adam Painter. He got to the 10-yard line before he got banged to the ground by Nate Wendell. Wendell got some help from Justin Rutschilling, the second team All-Ohioan.
How about Trevor Holman again? I like his size at 6'1", 195. Running downhill, making plays all over the field. Defensive touchdown, making tackles.
We talked about it. We were impressed, Greg, when we were looking at it during the week with the speed of the Marion Local defense. Technique, football, and speed like this. Look at Holman. Chase Irwin. Almost picked off. It is caught, though, by Alec Baldusser, the sophomore fullback. Well, Holman on a safety blitz. There again is your touchdown maker from a moment ago. He had Irwin sighted up, football banging around, and Alec Baldusser wound up with a reception.
Keller had it right in his hands. He could have had his second turnover, but Baldusser gladly accepts that reception.
Larry Keller, 39-yard fumble return for a TD. Batted down a pass and almost had a pick. This is Michael Atkins. Didn't get in as he got stood up and bent back inside the 1-yard line. Bring up now 2nd down and goal. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Alongside Greg Fry and on the sidelines, Katie Witham. Our producer, Jeff Yakeviak. Director, big man in the chair, Steve Warren. I'm Michael Regai, and we know you are in the midst of enjoying 2 days of championship football here in the state of Ohio on Sports Time Ohio. On 2nd and goal, Atkins will bang right side. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Atkins, Buckeye Central.
Bucks put together a nice drive. Atkins going to finish it off, get it in the end zone. His 23rd of the year. And a good block by Baldusser to get him in there. And right side of the offensive line.
Capped off an 11 plays, 79-yard drive. My partner just mentioned 23rd rushing TD of the year. The man is racked up more than 1,700 yards Adam Painter on the point after. All right, second touchdown of the second half for the Bucks. Buckeye Central, 54-14. Don't go anywhere. Come on back with us.
Feliz Navidad.
Here's something to brighten your holidays.
Feliz Navidad.
From Hyundai.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Check out Hyundai today during Hyundai Holidays.
Now you can lease a 2012 Santa Fe for just $269 a month during Hyundai Holidays, but only at your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
With the new Marathon Visa credit card, you earn up to 25 cents per gallon off all Marathon purchases.
All right, second touchdown of the afternoon. Michael Atkins a moment ago, 54-14. Marion Local on top of Buckeye Central. Okay, you know what you love. It's snow days. Snow days, fun-filled opportunity for you, the kids especially, is now open at Progressive Field, home of the Indians in downtown Cleveland. New this year, unlimited tubing for one low price. The Frozen Diamond, which of course will host Michigan and Ohio State on January the 15th. Tickets on sale right now. Like a full schedule and tickets, check out that beautiful website, indians.com/snowdays. And I'm going to be looking at that wonderful young man. He wants to go to snow days. I'll bet you Jackson Fry, your 4-year-old son, wants to be there too.
We're talking about it. He's all over snow days. He's been watching all the high school football, and he remembers snow days every time he sees it. So the Fry family will be there.
We'll have to meet together. 9-year-old son, Cal Regai, a big fan of snow days. So we'll have to hook up and get Jackson and Cal together at snow days.
What about you and me going down the slide? That's what I want to see.
That's a given. That's a given. Do you skate?
A little
put
bit.
The skates
a
on?
little bit.
You know, I'll fall down a little bit.
As I stay vertical, I'm okay.
I hear you. I hear you. Now, problems on that kickoff return as Marion Local's J.C. Dettemiller on the return. Dettemiller's been terrific playing on the edge of that defense for Marion Local. He got swarmed under there. All right. Let's take a look at Lee Perrin today as he and Bertke have had a thing going on, haven't they?
He's been pretty solid. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the third one on the flea flicker is going to tie a state final record for Division VI. Perrin in the end zone 3 times.
Greg, those 3 touchdown receptions tie a record here in the state championship finals for Lee Perrin. This is tailback Jake Heitkamp. He's loose again. Heitkamp just rumbling his way. 18 yards as he got outside the numbers. On the left side as you look at Lee Perrin, again, tied state championship game record, any Division III touchdown grabs.
And he darn near had an interception defensively. But that's a huge game for receivers. 6 catches, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns on the biggest stage in high school football.
None bigger than right here in the Buckeye State, as we know. So many of these young men, you know, such credits to their high school programs, but I mean, you know, so many of them go on and whatever division it is in college football and continue their educations by keeping on the helmets and pads, and that's a beautiful thing.
And really think about what these kids dream of, you know, to come to be able to play in a state championship at Canton Fawcett Stadium. Are you kidding me? On TV, on STO. I mean, this is what those guys dream of, and what a great thing.
Isn't that Drew Basil, Ohio State Buckeye?
Sneaking in here?
I believe it is. There he is. What's happening, Drew? Good to see. He's awaiting for Buckeyes 6-6 this year. Urban Meyer coming in, but evidently go to a bowl game. I'm hearing Gator Bowl. What about you?
Well, I'm happy to have Urban Meyer on board. I think some good things are going to happen right there.
This is Jake Heitkamp. He's got the edge. Heitkamp. Ooh, he got lit up.
Hello.
He got lit up by Justin Hernstein, who made the hit The 40-yard line, but that's 12 more yards. All right, let's. You say you want to pop pads, huh? Listen to the hit. Fry, you don't like it. You're an offense.
Hey!
I love it.
I'll take it
As
right
a
now.
defensive guy, I love it. Hearing that plastic go boom.
I love when those guys lay the wood like
No,
that.
you
Yes,
don't.
I do.
Because that gives you flashbacks of you.
I don't like when they hit me when I'm standing there unprotected, but
on safety blitzes or corner blitzes. Counter trade. Jake Heitkamp, he's into the second level, and he has come free. Heitkamp to the 30-yard line. That's 29 more yards and a first down for Jake Heitkamp. Well, check that. Is J.C. Gutmiller. Gutmiller had the call.
Well, and they switched it out. Heitkamp finally, you know, his ankle's been banged up, so they bring in Gutmiller. Look at just a great job blocking. This tells you how great the offensive line is, because you insert another running back, and he's making big plays as well.
Young 13 running like 23, his teammate, huh?
He's got 4 touchdowns on the year.
Yes, he does. Well, there you see Jake Heitkamp. It is J.C. Gutmiller at that tail and running the tall sweep. Gutmiller with speed to the outside. Back-to-back carries for the true freshman. 150-pounder. 18 more yards. J.C. Gutmiller.
You see sophomores playing, but how many times do you see a true freshman? Varsity football and excelling and starting, and that's just impressive.
Absolutely is. Greg mentioned J.C. Gutmiller has averaged over 6 yards a carry. You said 4 touchdowns. A lot of that probably mop-up duty behind.
But I don't care. You got a freshman playing varsity. That's
I agree.
He's going to be a force in the next couple of years.
False start from Justin Rutschilling on that right side of the Marion Local offense.
Ball start, offense.
You got to remember, you got Bertke, who's only a sophomore, coming back.
Can you imagine? I mean, if you're Tim Goodwin, you got Adam Bertke, two more off seasons of preparation, of
15 weeks this year. You know, he's wow. A lot of games under his belt.
Just so impressed with his sophomore quarterback. Now run that inside trap with the ground game, and that's Logan Albers, the up man. There's Albers, wears number 42, 200 pounds, sturdy senior.
When you talk about Kyle Mesher's also a junior at left guard. Jason Brunswick, the left tackle, is only a sophomore as well. A lot of seniors on this team, but you've got some key younger players that can come back next year. And think about it, you know, when Marion Local wins, they come back and repeat.
Yes, they do.
Both times back to back.
Yes,
not
they
to,
do.
You know, not to put any pressure on them, but
But you just did.
I just did.
Counter trade. J.C. Gutmiller. Follow the blocks of Nate Wendell, the right tackle. Justin Rutschilling, the right guard. Pounding his way down near that 10-yard line. He's going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 3rd and 7. Line to make is inside the 4. How about Tim Goodwin? There's your state championships, as we said, last 6 years. Well, that's averaging what? About 11-2 to round it out. 68-16, average going 11-2 every year.
81%. Well, you can see he teaches math, so he knows numbers.
Gutmiller tried to cut back, and nothing there. Swarmed under by our man. That big D tackle who wears number 55, Bryce Collins, the All-Ohioan. Still playing firm football in on the stop.
Well, I like him. He's the type of guy at the end of the game like this, the shirt's hanging out, just still playing hard. Yep. 6'1", 285 pounds. Pull the shirt out. Just gets, I mean, you know, just come on.
He's tucking it in for him. Very conscious of good grooming in the football
he's
field.
got good feet, though. I like him, and a good motor.
All right, this is 4th and 9, and we'll see Tim Goodwin going to keep the football on the ground here. They'll run out of the eye. Yep, counter Trey Guttemiller. Guttemiller got the edge, though. Guttemiller to the end zone. Touchdown. J.C. Guttemiller from 12 yards. And 9 for Marion Local.
You can't give the ball to a freshman and expect him to not make the effort to get the ball in the end too. But here's that counter Trey. Good job blocking up front. Freshman scored a touchdown in the state final. You don't see that very often.
14 years old.
How about Nate Wendell with the key block downfield?
And that's coming from that right tackle spot from the backside. Talked about. Right. Lee Perrin has been a busy day. He'll have the PAT. You look at the work of J.C. Guttemiller, a freshman with a touchdown. 5:50 left. Marion Local continuing their dominating performance in the state championship game.
100 logs are loading, 12 drums are drumming, 16 pipes are piping, Sirius XM playing, 21 mpg, as estimated by the EPA.
The GMC Sierra, the truck that keeps on giving. Now during the GMC holiday event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Sierra, plus 1 year of Sirius XM satellite radio, including every NFL game. See your Northern Ohio GMC dealer.
If you like Indians baseball, high school football and basketball, the Mid-American Conference and Browns football, then you like Sports Time Ohio. Prove it by liking us on Facebook. Get the latest programming information or tell us out at facebook.com/STOHD. The all-new Hyundai Studios.
Right here. All happening.
Rise.
Finally, fastest 90 minutes is open. This is
Susie from Parma writes.
It's more like.
Following that J.C. Guttemiller touchdown, the lead continues to build for the Flyers. Local, they'll be racking up their 5th state championship here in 5 minutes. 5 seconds. Want to let all of you know you need to become a fan of Sports Time Ohio HD on Facebook. Get the programming up. Behind the scenes content. You can even upload Sports Time Ohio. How about that? Check it out. Facebook.com/STOH. Site Greg Fry once in a while?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, good stuff there. And of course, you'll go on that STOHD. Give yourself a recap of all of these 6 state championship finals. That 2 more are still to be played. 1 in Massillon and 1 here. Division I, St. Ignatius and Pickerington Central. Kickoff return for Dustin Snyder, the backup running back. Central, as you look at Jason Ratliff, the head coach, with his quarterback, very decorated senior, career coming to an end for that young man, high school career coming to an end for Tom. Probably a couple more possessions for him.
Well, he's had a great senior year, great high school career, and very impressed with what he's done this year. Not his day today, but you know, he's been running for his life all afternoon. But they can't take away what he's done to get his football team here.
Yeah, he's put 2 touchdowns on the board here in the second half. That's Michael Atkins on the carry for Buckeye Central. And don't forget, after we're done, too, we got to send it to that terrific trio in the Hyundai Sports Time Ohio studios in downtown Cleveland. post-game show. That would be Kavanaugh and Bill Powers. They'll review what is going to be a Marion Local state championship winner of Buckeye Central and get you set for Marty Mauk, that quarterback from Canton in Division IV, and then tonight St. Ignatius and Pickerington Central here at Fawcett Stadium. A catch for Buckeye Central from Justin Hernstein. He too a senior winding, very fine player for
in the season as a receiver. Those are numbers. Marion Local kept him out of the end zone today, but you talk about making some catches, over 1,000 yards receiving.
Ball. He's got a first down. That'll move the sticks. Tyler Irwin thrown 36 touchdown passes this year.
Air from a point. The Full Sail
Irwin to put. Now he's keeping it alive. Tyler Irwin. Excellent run. Excellent. Quarterback is Irwin. He pulled.
Well, did a good job. Felt the pressure, and he just shows his athletic ability. With no doubt, he's got the talent to play at the next.
Too, huh?
And he's got good speed, good feet too. You know, he can throw the football. He's accurate.
Michael Atkins. Atkins on some of those. Corey. There's Holman. He wears number 15. Holman is just a junior, 165-pounder. Now, if you're going to play defense for Tim Goodwin and wear that blue and gold of Marion Local, you better be able to run. Because all 11 of them do.
You better be able to tackle.
Again. Painter to the corner. Touchdown. Second TD run. Noon for Adam Painter. 23 yards out. Well, they hit that reverse yet again. He comes out of the slot, the reverse. Been beautiful for Jason Ratliff today.
Ratliff. A couple nice blocks leading the way. We've seen the same play. That's the second time he scored in this play today. Running out of gas. You can tell he is out of gas playing up. But he's going to play all the way to that final whistle.
11 carries for $115, 10 yards plus a carry, and a couple of touchdowns. Oh yeah. I think he says I need a little bit of a breather. He's going to line up to kick the PAT.
Like, can we take a out here.
Which he will do. At point after successful from what a football team on the right side. But that young
go two ways.
Indeed.
I don't care what anybody says. That takes a special young man to be able to not come off the field.
Remember, but with the performance he's put on today, a lot of people tells them they Fawcett. Greg and I talked about it back earlier. You know, hit was something. Okay. Cover from that football. Keller 39.
You know what? Like this and come here ready to play, and you're the Bucks, and you go down 14-0 right away. To America. Boy, playing on all cylinders. Never look back after that.
The All-Ohioan Jake tailback.
Michael, yeah. All game long, Jake be a 5-time.
Yeah, I mean, it feels, I mean, there's no way I can describe it. It's just unbelievable. I mean, this is what I dreamt of, and I was just a little squirt running around.
You are the type of player that you just didn't long, and you dealing with that nagging ankle injury. In the second half, just how did you?
I mean, I hurt that ankle, and you know, there's gonna be a game. The thing is, you just got to keep it loose, and that's what I did. I just kept working on keeping it loose, working. Did what I could do.
It was really the Flyers from the first whistle to the very end of the game. What was the key in pulling out this win?
We did the simple things right. I mean, ever since two-a-days, I mean, you got to do the simple things. You can't commit.
Guys did it well today. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Panama, what?
Michael, back up to you.
How about that for
these young men.
We have a vacation. Maria Stein, Marion. 21 over Bucks.
Please join me.
Buckeye Central. Commissioner Stole Division.
Who'd have graders? Mr. Zeiders put a group made up of kids from Buckeye, and you 90 things about groups those goals. But from that book those great teams that one of the things young men they're right that that that
eat place and tree